businesses and farms are dedicated to serving our clients, helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management service, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Bush.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning, happy Monday, happy almost 4th of July. Nick Sainert filling in for Jake Sorensen, joined as usual by Steve Sipple and Bill Bush. Gentlemen, good morning. How was the weekend?
Good morning. It's a strange day, isn't it?
Good morning. Very strange day.
Isn't it? Strange day.
What's making it strange?
Well, I think half the world's off.
Yeah.
Half the world shut it down today.
Yeah,
as far as it's the vacation. It's the day between the vacation, so they kind of just take the 4-dayer, which I think is really good.
Isn't it one of those days where you got to kind of remind yourself what day it is?
I would say this because driving in this morning, traffic's way lighter.
I don't want to talk
It's
about
never very heavy, Bill.
It's not real heavy, though. It's never bumper to bumper. Like, how are we going to make it? Yeah. I'm never honking at people. Like, I got to
I'm not going to make it.
Yeah. It's not. But
I'm in a jam.
It's even a lighter version of it today.
I don't want to talk about the traffic as I drive in this morning.
Why?
Because I got stopped by 85% of the stoplights that I passed through this morning.
Did you?
On 40th Street, I came from 40th and Yankee Hill.
Okay, I know where you're. I know exactly the road.
At this
Other
time
side of town for you, something.
at this time of day, it takes about 15 minutes.
Okay,
right. And I got stopped by the stoplight at Pine Lake, at Old Cheney, at Highway 2, also known as Nebraska Highway now, 40th and South, 40th and D Street. 40th and Randolph.
This is riveting.
And then at 48th and O.
And if you could, please, tomorrow go through every one of your golf shots from one of your games.
You want me to?
No,
I golfed yesterday.
Like.
I'm sure
the listeners are like, I'm glad I got up early for this.
Well, I bet they are. I bet they are.
Yeah.
Stop. Bill is aggressive this morning. I just want to say
he's got a big week.
Get that out of the way.
He's got a big week ahead.
Got a big week?
I did see something today driving in because today is when it's fireworks eve last night. Fireworks go on sale today in Lincoln, if I'm correct.
Oh, is that right? Is that right?
There
they can't sell till the 3rd in Lincoln.
Is that right? That's a good rule. That's
one
a good
of the
law.
funny things was there was big signs out, buy one, get 3 free. And the next stand was buy one, get 4 free. Which was quite the marketing.
Ooh, we have a little war going on.
So I was wondering exactly. I just wonder when you're driving around with your mom, it's like, hey, no. Go over here. It's we get 4 free.
How far can they take that? That's the question.
Yeah, how far does that go? Right now it's as high as I've seen it. If there's get 5 free, please let us know. I took the trip last night out to Roca.
Did you?
To see Scooter.
You did?
For fireworks. Yes. We bought some fireworks out there. It's a nice drive.
Is it?
It's a very pleasant drive. So that was good. Got our picture taken with Lucy. Lucy is a mannequin of some sort. So me and Laura got our picture taken. I had my shirt on, my T-shirt that
you did have a shirt
on.
Okay,
I had a shirt on.
Thank you.
That'd be great to get just no shirt. Cigarette, flick it when you get out of the car. I did. But yeah, so it was a really good trip.
You got how much did you drop?
It wasn't a ton.
Come on.
I got it all for a couple hundred probably.
Okay.
I got it all for Landry, my nephew. Landry, my nephew, is the one where all the stuff went.
Good face, Nick.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Hey.
I spent about probably $50 over the weekend on fireworks.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Do you buy fireworks?
No, I'm not. I mean, I don't know if I will or not.
You will.
I might. I've spent a lot of money in the last few days, so I don't even know if I want to think about it right now.
Okay.
Just a lot of money
I-
going.
there-
Just a lot of money going out right now.
Okay.
Need more incoming. It's all credits and debits.
So-
It's all credits and
a
debits.
lot of money going out, so I need to do this show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
I'm a little disappointed that you guys aren't taking the stoplight situation a little more seriously.
Yeah, I didn't take
I'm
that.
really
I
disappointed.
So a 40th and D too, right?
I don't want
That's
to talk about. I don't.
incredible.
No, we're done.
That's
we're
incredible.
done.
Did
I just wanted to
was
put that
it like,
out
did
there.
you catch it early so you got like
I
the
just wanted to
yellow
put that
and then,
out there.
or was it already
No,
red?
it was already red, and
That's
I
not
just
bad,
want.
man.
it-
You're already
it-
you're already a couple
I just
seconds
I just
into
wanted
it.
to. I just wanted to mention that. I was
It
really
was
disappointed that it
like-
wasn't taken
I think
a little more
simple say
seriously.
riveting. It's riveting information.
I was just trying to give more context to the story, and I get made fun of for it.
No, I'm sorry. You did a good job of covering all your bases on
let's
winter
stop.
light stuff. Whether
We're
there
done.
wasn't much traffic, were you sitting at lights where there was no cars
No
coming?
cars. Well, that was the
So-
situation at 40th and D.
So there's a human, urge
Yeah.
just to run it, right?
No,
Oh, okay. So we have to.
you have that urge to run a red light when nobody's there.
I'd say I'm a
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
Being a
You
human.
always have an urge.
Yeah, being a human.
Yeah.
Now I'm not a dog, so I can usually control my urges.
That's good. Somebody on the text line, by the way, 402-464-5685 Honda of Lincoln Hotline, Starter Heyman text line. I spent $1,800
Okay.
On what?
fireworks.
Really?
Fireworks. That's pretty strong.
That's coming strong.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. that's a lot. That's a lot of
I guess I
fireworks.
just say they must not have got caught at 40th and D.
Yeah.
They must have had easy
They must
traffic.
have-
They were
well,
in good
well,
mood when
well,
they got there.
With that, Jake hates me. Says I'm with Nick. Lincoln lights are stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Stupid. Yeah. Because I think right now, if all the lights went out, that would make things go really smooth around town. That'd make us really get around quicker.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
It's not the point. It's that on the main roads,
Uh-huh.
when nobody's driving
Right.
perpendicular to you,
Right.
Big
That they-
word. Perpendicular.
So
That they
maybe
still
the
change.
only value to this discussion would be this: do you adjust the light cadence? I think that's the word you'd want to use. Time when
Yep.
when it's not really a work Monday. That's the question.
I don't know if they
Can
go,
you
"Oh,
do
you
that?"
know what? Just July 3rd. We probably should make these lights turn a little quicker.
Well, because anticipating that there's not a lot of people going to work, like on L Street in Omaha, I can tell you that on the weekends it's not the same. They don't keep the same system going as they do on a normal work day. You have to stop at every red on L on a work day. Yesterday, shoo, you're flying down L. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You're an Omaha guy.
I do. I wouldn't classify myself as an Omaha guy, but I make my way up there.
Yeah,
every
this
now and
is Idle Chit Chat, by
Yes.
the way, sponsored by.
then. Newton's Lawn Care. Call today for a free quote for a 2023 lawn fertilizer program. 402-440-6297. Captain Redbeard says, Nick, get smarter with your money. Fireworks are literally just burning $20 a pop.
Uh-oh.
I spent $50.
That's a
take a
controversial take.
Took a shot right at me.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Redbeard
it should
came
be-
across
it
the
should-
bow.
That's why I
should
looked
say-
at you.
it should
Came
say
across the
I was
Bill.
anticipating
Yeah,
some
it
reaction.
should say Bill instead of Nick.
Yeah.
Bill, get smarter with your money.
Yeah,
Fireworks
see,
are just burning $20 a
I
pop.
couldn't disagree more in this aspect. I agree with what you're saying because the bang. How about that? The bang for your buck. Get it? Get it?
There you go.
Fireworks
There you
the
go.
bang for your
Now
buck.
that's good.
Doesn't do anything for me. But to see the joy on nephew's face
Yeah.
when they get that's a whole different.
That's
deal.
probably worth $200.
That's well
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, and you don't want your kids to not have 4th of July,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So no, come on, it's worth
I'll
it.
be honest. I get
If it was just us three,
Yeah.
I'd say no, we're not.
Yeah, but that's gonna go out. And let's drop $1,000 between the three of us.
No.
Just get
No.
some lawn chairs and light some crap off in the street. No,
Now, there's one part of the discussion that is valid to me. I do say sometimes, why buy when you can just watch everybody else's?
Mhm.
It's
There's
going to
part
be
of that.
quite a show. It's going to be quite a show, and you don't even have to. You really don't have to be part of it. You can just watch it.
See, now I'm at that point though where I enjoy just sitting in a lawn chair and kicking it back and just watching it.
Watching
And
everybody.
So I'll spend close to $100 on them, and I'll say all of my little cousins and stuff. Hey, you go ahead, light this.
Yeah.
Go light this.
Yeah, that's a good strategy.
I think that's the way to do it because all the little kids enjoy just lighting them off now. not
Mhm.
too little, obviously. But I'm where it's like, all right, I just want to sit back and watch.
Well, yeah, I think that's a good. I think that's a good strategy to take. By the way, Greg is in the parking lot making
That's
biscuits
right.
and gravy.
Yeah.
Missing
Yes.
tooth, Greg.
Yeah.
Yes.
He did buy some cookies. I thought we'd review on the show.
Do we
Well,
want to
here's the worst part. It says right on here, wait until the show to eat. We all ate ours
Yeah.
before the show. They were just
I
They-
never had them.
We still
They were
have some,
tasty.
though.
I never have. They're Chips Ahoy Reese's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we want to taste test them on? the
You've
air?
already done it.
You've already had 9, so you're trying to find a way to
Not
get your
9.
You're trying to get your
Not
10th
9.
cookie.
I've gotten
Uh,
3,
the-
about to be 4.
They're pretty
3.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. Oh,
Yeah.
If
who
you're
opened up the package again?
if you're
Yes.
looking for a cookie idea, Chips Ahoy Reese's that's a pretty good call.
Solid.
I'm with Bill though. I'm not big on soft. I like
Yeah.
hard Chips
I,
Ahoy.
am more of a crunchy cookie guy than
I'm-
soft.
That's
But
where we'll have to
but
agree
I
to
have-
disagree.
I have great respect for Greg, obviously, and
Greg's here.
and then also great respect for just the Reese's peanut butter cup in general.
Oh God, yes.
So the respect I have, and that's a timeless candy bar that'll be for forever. And like that,
It is.
it's like your grandkids.
Yep.
Like, yeah, grab me a
It's a good way to
Reese's.
put it. It's like Coke.
Yeah, put it in the freezer quick.
It's like Coca-Cola.
yeah,
Mhm.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
It's like Coke.
yes.
Yeah.
A
It's gonna
cola.
be there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be
With
there.
the happy panda.
I
ice
think it'll be
skating
there.
around at Christmas.
I think it'll always be there. I mean, the only hesitancy I have is 7-Up is not really. I mean, 7-Up's still around, right?
I had to have 7-Up for something, wherever it
You're
was.
probably sick.
And I went to like 8 different places.
See,
You couldn't get 7-Up. It's like I got Sprite. I go, I want 7-Up. Don't have it. Sprite.
Right. right? That's what I
Yeah.
mean. So I don't want to go all in on that. There'll always
Well-
be Coke, but I imagine there always will.
Well,
be.
so I don't know what they're gonna do with Diet Coke. Did you guys hear with what's going on with
no,
Diet Coke?
I did not hear.
So the aspartame, right? The sugar substitute.
Mhm.
Comes from Forbes, is going to be declared a possible cancer risk by the World Health Organization.
Really?
So the sugar substitute that they put in Diet Coke
Mhm.
is going to be declared a
I
possible
think that
cancer
goes
risk.
in like 10,000 different things too.
It sure could, but
What's it
it's
called?
sp-
Asper?
aspartame.
Hmm.
Aspartame, one of the most widely used artificial sweeteners, will reportedly be classified as a possible carcinogen, excuse me, by the World Health Organization in July after years of conflicting research.
Huh.
Does anybody remember Aspergum? Because that's when you got caught in school, like, hey, you can't chew gum. It's Aspergum. My throat hurts. That was. They're like, the teacher's like, really? You have Aspergum? I do. My parents sent it with me to school. Wanted me to get through geometry.
Do you remember? I don't think I ever had it.
Aspergum. Yeah.
Never-
Ask the breakers. They've had Aspergum. Absolutely.
It
that
was
supposed to chew
available.
gum in
It
school?
was available in cherry and orange.
Is that right?
Aspergum.
Aspargum,
Yeah.
anti-inflammatory.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just being healthy. It's just being healthy. Yeah.
Let's talk sports.
Medicated chewing
For
gum
God's
containing
sake.
aspirin was first
Yes.
sold in the United States in 1924.
You just whip that up on Google?
Yeah.
Wow.
The
Aspargum.
search engine.
Aspergum.
Yeah.
Aspargum. All right.
I'm
let's-
chewing
on-
gum.
once
My
ag-
throat hurts.
Once again, that was Idle Chit
My
Chat, sponsored by
throat
Newton's Lawn Care. 402-440-6297. Newton's Lawn Care as well. All right, guys. July 1st.
Yes.
It was 2 days ago on Saturday, and on that day, the Big 12 Conference officially added 4 members to their conference group. Houston, Cincinnati, BYU, and UCF. They finally joined the Big 12 Conference after about 2 years since they were made the announcement that they're going to join the conference. And so with that, I ask you guys this. Which team is poised to have a better start, and which team is in a better position out of those 4 teams? Houston, Cincinnati, BYU, and UCF to compete in the Big 12 Conference.
I haven't studied these teams, Nick, but BYU, I like. I mean, off the hoof, is that what you say? Off hoof, I would say BYU. Not knowing exactly what they got coming back, but I like their physical style, and I think they'll be hard to handle for a lot of big Big 12 teams.
So
They're partying, by the way. And,
to start with, if you're playing, if you're whatever school, Iowa State or Iowa, whoever, Nebraska, and you just list off those 4 schools, as far as I can say, it's a non-conference.
yeah,
You don't want anything to do with any 4 of them.
UCF.
Cincinnati been in the playoff. UCF
Pretty good.
has won every game, and then next year they won every game until we played them in the Fiesta Bowl, and we at LSU. And then Houston is one of those schools you're always just like terrified of because of local talent.
Dana Holgerson.
that ended up at Houston.
Dana.
And then BYU has such a tradition, and then with the Mormon religion / mission, they have generally their offense. Their players,
old.
Their players are all 21 years old
Right.
when they start. So it's like you have a bunch of grown men that you're playing against, and so there's all 4 of them are incredible. I would probably take UCF. I would take UCF, which is kind of crazy because
That's the last one I would have thought you'd take.
I take UCF like this year. The one team I'd have the most fear of playing would be UCF. Malzahn's in year 3 now.
He's in
I
there.
believe. And so
Year 3 or
and
4.
they've had great talent. They've done well.
Bella, look that up.
Yes.
Bella's not here.
Bella's not here. But all of them, and then you say neither one of us said Cincinnati. They were in the playoffs 2 years.
None
ago.
of us did.
They were in the playoffs 2 years ago, and they had like 14 guys drafted in the last 2 years.
They're good.
Yeah.
I said BYU. You know what? That we're what's semi interesting to me that we're just not part of it, so we don't think about it. I was amazed in reading this stuff. There's a major party going on at BYU anyway. I don't know about the other teams, but they're really celebrating this. They had a big celebration.
They've
been independent for 12 years.
Here's where it's also very interesting. So that state, having coached in it at 2 different times, is that it's an incredible state for football. They have good talent, good high school talent, but Utah is really good, and I was able to coach there, and I was able to coach at Utah State also.
Yeah, you were in Utah for a while.
But so you know the state, and then you know BYU now because they're always just such a rivalry of yours. But they've been independent for so long, and also they really felt snubbed. Utah makes the move to the Pac-12, and BYU doesn't get the invite.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this complete change of like who's better, being Utah being better. Well, now with the Pac-12 being in disarray with their media rights and everything going on, and the top 2 teams leaving, everyone's like talking about the Big 12 like they love them. They're like the 3rd best. It's like, hey, it's SEC / Big 10, then it's Big 12.
Right. That's right.
So now BYU has joined the elite conference
Right.
ahead of Utah because Utah's still in the Pac-12.
Yeah, that's right.
And
we don't know what's going to happen with the Pac-12.
yeah, that's very much up in the air, and we're gonna.
But we are going to delve into that.
We're gonna dive into that deep on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Here's what I'd say about that. And listening to, I was listening to people talk about this being official now. These 4 teams going into the Big 12, and then the talk shifts to, well, what happens to the Pac-12? Well, the Pac-12 could disintegrate. That means West Coast football disintegrates. Wouldn't that be odd to you? See, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the Pac-12 disintegrating because
100% agree.
because that's you're
100%
just taking off,
agree.
you're just lopping off part of the country.
The teams are still there. I listened to something the other day that I listen to every Sunday morning. I listen to a podcast at some point in time, and I'm listening to it yesterday, and they talked about anytime there was playoff games or national championship games with the West Coast team, like say Oregon was in the game, that the viewership is just quadruple.
Is that right?
Just because it involves the West Coast.
Right.
When all of a sudden it's Georgia, Alabama, that does not involve half the country.
Right.
Now, we're intrigued to watch it. We're talking about it. But so if you lose that phase right there, is
that part of the country.
That part of the country. Now they're still going to be playing, but it's going to be who are they going to be playing and how are they going to be doing it?
Yeah.
Because however you cut it, when you grew up watching the Rose Bowl, watching the Pac-12 champion,
I know.
the Big Ten champion, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Just let's not forget that one of the great runs in college football was Pete Carroll at USC. One of the great last runs there was.
Thank
That
you.
wasn't that long ago. And that was the dominant. I mean, people talked about USC like they talked about Alabama and Georgia. And then now that's so much different now.
I know. So don't. I mean, I don't like the idea of that part of the country just going by the wayside. And the Big Ten could have something to do with it if Oregon and Washington matriculate. If Oregon and Washington matriculate to the Big Ten, what do you do then with the Pac-12?
Well, it won't be part of it. Did you see the part where San Diego State says we'd like to kind of dip our toe?
Yeah, and then they dipped back.
And they dip back. They're gonna like, we think we will announce. We want to put our paper in that. They're like, okay, that's fine. We won't give you your money. So they're like, we have to have that money because we're still in the. We're not gonna give it to you.
I think they would have had to pay $17 million to get out of the Mountain West. $17 million, I think, is
without
the
a
number.
true invite right now, which does, it does make you think when you have that conversation, you feel pretty good that an invite is coming. But they've talked about the end of June forever for the Pac-12 media rights to be announced.
Yeah,
it
what's
wasn't.
today?
It wasn't.
Yeah.
And
What's
so
today?
it's still out there.
Well, and so that's what I was just going to mention. This comes from On3. It says Pac-12 is, quote, keeping an eye on Colorado amid TV deal discussions and conference realignment talk.
Because they think
Colorado's going to leave.
the Pac-12 thinks it's going to
The conference believes Colorado's going to leave.
Right.
And frankly, I'm not sure any TV network wants to be a part of the Pac-12 if there's risk of Oregon and Washington leaving. And
Colorado?
risk of Colorado.
Oh, there's talk of not only Colorado joining the
Arizona.
Big 12,
Arizona State.
Arizona State, Colorado, and one other.
Utah was the other
Utah.
one.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's left?
Utah
Stanford,
makes
Oregon State.
Utah has complete carryover if they even think about it, because BYU's in it now. So you have
Right.
to travel. You have, I mean, they're only 45 minutes apart, those two schools.
I don't.
Well, you guys mentioned the UCF and BYU schools, guys, as you guys believe those are the two teams in the best position in their first year of the Big 12 conference. BYU, their schedule, they travel to Kansas, TCU, and Texas,
Okay.
and Oklahoma State this year, while Oklahoma visits them in Utah. For UCF, they have to travel to Kansas State, Kansas, Oklahoma, Cincinnati, and Texas Tech.
Yeah. Just to reiterate, it became official. I think it was Saturday.
July 1st.
Yeah, Saturday it became official. These four teams are going in the Big 12. I mean, I still have to, like when I was looking at Phil Steele's magazine, I still have to adjust to, oh yeah, those teams are in the Big 12 now.
That when you look at each one of this, which
Oh, we all got one?
We all got one.
We all have one?
yeah,
That is
it's
amazing.
the Bible.
$63 in this room right
Yeah.
here.
Yes, it's the
Yeah.
Bible.
Okay.
350 plus pages of Phil.
Yeah.
Phil does this year round.
He does it year
Year
round.
round. Year round work went into that
Every
magazine.
day he wakes up, he works on the magazine.
It's amazing.
And it's the last one that comes out because you know why? Because I heard him on the radio the other day. He goes, I want to make sure it's as accurate as possible. It's the last one that comes
heard
out.
him?
Yeah, I heard him. All right, listen to Phil.
Really?
Listen,
And he's
Yeah, we're
also
gonna-
big Phil guy.
he's also very pleasant to
He
listen
is,
to.
he is very
Yeah,
pleasant.
very, very pleasant.
We're going to talk about
Yeah.
Phil Steele's magazine and how he assessed Nebraska at 7 a.m., right?
Yes, 7 a.m.
BYU fans
scared.
funneled into the practice field at a rate of more than 125 per minute. That's an interesting way of describing it by this writer.
Yes.
I don't know how exactly you.
Go ahead and say that again.
Yes.
They filed on Saturday. On Saturday, they funneled into the practice field for this party. They're partying at a rate of 125 per minute. They were met by a cascading rock band by the name of Patrick and the Las Vegas Band. Never heard of them. It was, I guess I was struck by the fact that they're partying like Nebraska did when it joined the Big Ten, right, Nick?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I do
I
remember
kind of
that.
remember the party. I remember more like there was this party on one side, and then there's Bo Pelini in my ear, the other side, grousing about how difficult this was going to be because we do not have the personnel on defense. We're not built for this. Party on one side, Bo on the other side. I mean, was not one one bit excited about
When
it.
you look at the Big 12, just pull any of the teams and look at their schedule.
Big 12.
They're incredible.
These schedules
The
for these
schedules,
teams.
because they're not one time did you say with Oklahoma State that be like, yeah, whatever, Cincinnati. They're
No.
like, oh no,
No.
Cincinnati,
No.
not good. Oh,
No, it's
whatever,
big boy time.
Whatever, Houston. Now where things got amped up pretty fast is on Holgerson, as far as like, all right,
Dana.
Yes.
You need to win.
Houston.
you
yep.
need to win. They've been okay, and they
They weren't very good last
no,
year.
and they need to win.
Record last year, Nick?
I'm just looking it up because that was
When he got hired, it was like it was said by the top booster who hired him that
He's got a
10 wins is the cutoff.
he's got a
10
booster in his pocket.
10 wins is the cutoff. 10 wins is where we draw the line here at Houston.
so at Houston in 2022, they were 8-5 last year.
Right.
The year before, 12-2.
Right.
However, in 2020, 3-5, and in 2019, which was Dana Holgerson's first year, they went 4-8.
Right. So they
Had one good year in there.
right. They went back.
When he-
They dropped back to 8-5 last year.
In his 4 years at Houston, Dana Holgerson is 27-20, has taken them to 3 bowl games where he's 2-1.
Okay.
He won their bowl game in 2021 and 2022.
He's got a little bit of the
As-
Jimbo
as
situation.
we all know, not horrific at all. But when he was hired, the statement was made:
Mhm,
"We're here to win 10."
mhm.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Jimbo to me. A lot's expected of him, and he hasn't really met it at this point. Last year was they were not very good. I wish I could say the game I watched, and I just,
They
there's
had
so many games.
Defensively, they struggled.
Yeah,
um,
they just
and-
didn't look very good.
They also had a couple close calls last year. They won a couple games that were tight games.
Houston, Cincinnati, BYU, UCF into the Big 12 as of Saturday.
As of Saturday, it's done. It's an official deal. Okay, before we wrap up the first segment here on a Monday, a little bit of a sad note here. 93.7 The Ticket lost a member. Mark's wife, Jordan, unfortunately passed away on Saturday morning after a very short time with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously our thoughts and prayers go out to Mark and the entire 93.7 The Ticket family, you guys as well, because this is sad.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
This is obviously just gut wrenching for Mark, and we do want to shout out a couple local businesses that are trying to help. There's been a GoFundMe obviously made that you can find throughout Facebook and Twitter and social media
Mhm.
for Jordan. And I want to shout out especially A1 Automotive and Muchachos.
Okay.
Yes, tremendous.
First of all, let's do A1. Let's talk about what A1 Automotive is doing.
Okay.
So A1 Automotive, obviously a great friend in the station, a great partner. A1 Automotive says, "Hey family, one of our friends, Mark, lost his wife on Saturday. On Monday, all of our labor proceeds will go directly to Mark and his family. And then Kendall, the owner of A1 Automotive, a great guy, says, then I'll double that amount of donation. If you need anything done to your vehicle, Monday, you can make an appointment." And then he also on the A1 Automotive Facebook page posted the link to sign up for an appointment for specifically on Monday, and then also the GoFundMe page as well. He says if you cannot make it in on Monday, he's going to honor this all week long.
Wow, that's
And so
that's beautiful.
just a huge thank you to Kendall Warnock from A1 Automotive, and then Nick Maestas from Muchachos. Great guy, great owner, delicious food at Muchachos. If you want to help out, basically he's giving away 2 catering basically events for a small price. If you donate $25 to the GoFundMe, it gets you a ticket for a $500 catering event.
Okay.
And if you donate $50, it gets you a ticket for a $1,000 food truck event for Nick Maestas and Muchachos.
Okay.
Incredible.
He says 100% of the funds go directly to the GoFundMe. If you don't want to participate in the raffle but still want to help, you can click here. Basically, you just Venmo Nick. And I saw as of yesterday afternoon, he had raised over $3,000
That's
in
helpful.
just donations.
Very
for-
helpful.
for-
That's
for the
incredible.
GoFundMe.
I think what people may not realize is what they hear the on-air people doing their stuff like we all do.
Mhm.
That Mark run what he did behind the scenes, what he does,
Yeah, what he does, yeah.
and what he's had to deal with the past several months, and
Yeah.
still being a pro and handling stuff. And I know I text him all the time or email him with a question. He's on top of everything, and so obviously our hearts go out to him for him and his family.
And it's definitely been sad the last couple of weeks because Mark hasn't been here.
Right.
And when you're a guy that we're such a small group
Mhm.
here, and there's so many few employees, so few employees, which can be a good thing. When one of them isn't here for an extended period of time, and it's for a reason like this, it definitely starts taking a toll a little bit.
Mhm.
And Mark, I'm sure you're not listening. I don't expect you to be listening, but I mean, as we've continued to say, we all got your back. We're all gonna be okay. But
100.
we miss you. We miss you like crazy, man. And we're thinking about you guys and your daughter Olivia and stuff like that. So it's just a really, really sad situation, but definitely one that we want to make known on the air today. All right, let's go ahead and head to break. When we come back, we'll discuss more. Early break on the Ticket 93.7, the Ticket, theticketfm.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 treatments with patients from because of an effective. Learn more pain today at southpoint.com or call 402-323-8400.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Are you ready to upgrade your combine? Don't wait. Act now to choose from the widest selection of combines at Acres Equipment. Acres, the nation's largest John Deere combine dealer, is offering 2.9% interest for 60 months on over 100 pre-owned combines. Go to acres.com to view a huge inventory of low-hour, late-model John Deere combines. Find what you like, and we'll deliver it to your farm for free. Acres, solutions for every field.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR, and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty Union. Banking with purpose.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We're dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
If you have concerns about your drinking water, just call Bryant. If your water doesn't look right, smell right, or taste right, Bryant can help. If your water has high levels of iron, Bryant can help. If you're tired of foggy dishes and dingy clothes, Bryant can help. Whatever your home water needs are, Bryant is here with a solution to fit your needs. Be sure about your water. Just call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer water repairs, back testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For you, problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, low on Pioneers Boulevard.
It's time to get the grill out for 4th of July celebrations. Make sure to load up on meat and more at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through July 5th are $2 off all steakhouse burgers and hot dogs. Plus, big news. They have 2 new locations opening soon at 27th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha, with soft openings in mid-July. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back here, early break on the ticket. Nick Sainer filling in for Jake Sorensen. Jake will be back on Wednesday. He had to go up to South Dakota, I believe.
Yes.
To visit his grandparents.
Grandparents.
Okay.
We just happened to intertwine rounds of golf, hikes, casinos, dinners.
Just about everything other than his
Easy.
grandparents.
Okay, so yeah, no show tomorrow.
No show tomorrow.
Programming, no.
Yep. Yes. No
We'll
shows
be back
tomorrow.
on Wednesday with Jake.
Yep.
You are
Sorensen.
filling in, Nick.
That is
Great job.
my role right now. I am a
With no
filler.
producer. You are the producer.
Anyway, now hour number 1 sponsored by Gaina Trucking. Learn about job opportunities today at GainaTrucking.com. Guys, I was going to, don't you worry, Simple. Freaking out over there, pointing down. Big shout out to Missing Tooth Greg, because he has made some unbelievable biscuits and gravy. I'm not sure where you got the bacon. I didn't see the bacon out there.
It was the last second thing. He had forgotten about the bacon.
That's okay.
The last adjustment.
He had forgotten about the bacon.
No, it's okay. But
You can have a piece.
I don't need it.
You want it right now?
I don't want the piece that you bit off of. I'm okay.
He offered him
He
the piece. We had
offered
to
him
buy
the
that.
piece. He's like, here, I took half of it. You
See,
can
I
have
don't
the other
understand.
half.
I don't have anything. Like you could buy. What do you think?
It's not that I think you have.
I'm not a
something.
rabid dog.
I'm not. Not.
Are you a livid dog?
I'm a regal dog.
Anyway, unbelievable biscuits and gravy.
Really
Stop by.
strong.
Stop by.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Stop by.
No, honestly, if you want to drive by the ticket at 48th and
R.
Right below
North
Shades of Green, right?
330 North 48th Street.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
There it is.
Don't
Come on.
worry about it.
Come in.
Come
Just
on in. Yeah, come on in.
Yeah,
Greg,
give it to
you
him.
You are special.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You
hot
are
bacon.
so
right off. Greg
special.
just brought in bacon right off.
Greg, thank you, man.
Right out of the parking lot.
Greg,
Stop by and see Greg.
Yeah, such a great guy.
to say Greg is a friend of the show is an understatement.
Oh, absolutely.
He helped me with sandbags this weekend. We worked on. He helped me with sandbags.
He was
He
doing
did.
calisthenics in
Doing
your
calisthenics.
in your
When I got there, Greg was doing calisthenics in my
in your
driveway.
driveway.
In my driveway, he's doing calisthenics, and I pulled up because he was a little early. I think it freaked my wife out a little bit. Like, hey, there's a guy here doing calisthenics in the driveway. I go, that's just sandbag girl.
As that would freak a wife out.
Yeah, most people would. She's like, get home. There's this. I go, it's just Greg. I go, it's just Greg. He does calisthenics and he's waiting.
It's similar to when Trix called one time and said, you need to come home from work right now. I said, what's his deal? He goes, there's a guy out in our driveway and he's staring up at the trees and yelling.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, this is odd. I better get home. It was a guy staring up at our trees and yelling. His macaw was up there. his macaw got loose. And it flew around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So then he brought down the macaw. He brings down the macaw, and we have a nice little neighborhood gathering.
Yeah.
And the macaw bites Trix's finger. It was a disaster.
No, it's not. That's hilarious.
I thought it was going to end
No, it did not end good well at all.
I thought it was going to end well.
It should have.
Like, we had a nice little get together.
We saved the bird, and the bird attacked us in our own yard. That's great.
Horrible. Anyway, so once again, thanks to Mr. Tooth Greg because delicious.
Really
breakfast.
strong. Really strong.
They have a nice kick to it,
Yeah,
but
the
not too much.
gravy.
Yeah, the gravy
That's a
has
nice kick.
The biscuits are a little crispy,
Mhm.
buttery, if you will. All right,
I will.
ESPN made some waves on Friday.
Man.
Big
They cut about 20 on-air personalities, including Jeff Van Gundy, Susie Colbert, Jalen Rose, Max Kellerman, and Keyshawn Johnson. A couple of the other ones were Todd McShay,
Huge.
David Pollock from
Susie
College Game
Susie
Day.
Colbert.
Yep.
Sorry. Huge.
Which we've already mentioned.
Sorry. I had some gravy. I had some gravy in my mouth. In my brain.
Steve Young a couple from the NFL Monday Night Football crew, Susie and Steve Young.
Did you mention
Matt Hasselbeck?
Did you mention Van Gundy yet?
Yes,
he did.
That was the first name I mentioned.
That's right. I was still staring at the gravy.
Yep.
So
man, gravy's just causing a lot of distractions this morning.
the Van Gundy thing really threw me.
Thank you.
Because he's brilliant on the air.
I do not understand it at all. I completely agree. Now they're talking about replacing him with the former Philadelphia 76ers shooter that's now is escaping my mind. That's now on
Andrew
ESPN.
Toney.
No. Thank you. Look on the text line. Somebody's texting it.
Mo
in right
Cheeks.
Ben Wallace?
Come on. Look on the text line.
Yeah, that's the computer.
Nobody knows.
I'm so with Bill on this. Van Gundy's the one that just
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick. Do not ESPN. Do not put JJ Redick in that chair. He is humorless.
You want to know
The man covers sports like he's an FBI agent. Van Gundy was funny.
He was incredible.
You want to know the two names that they talked about? That the Sports Illustrated has
So Mo
alluded
Cheeks
to?
and Andrew
No,
Toney were not.
Unfortunately not. Nope. JJ Redick and Doc Rivers.
Okay.
Doc Rivers and JJ Redick are
That-
among the potential replacements for Jeff.
That
Van
is
Gundy.
incredible. And you know what? ESPN is in cuts because they're failing. This is a pretty good example. This is a pretty good example of why they're failing.
I would love to know the difference in salary. So if they get rid of Van Gundy, and they get rid of him, and then they hire whoever they hire, JJ Redick.
JJ Redick,
what
are
is
you kidding me?
What is it? Half the cost? Is it a quarter?
That's
of the
a good
cost?
question.
Because they're still paying somebody something.
No, that's a good question, though.
Yeah.
And to see how that works.
Well, so I mean, one guy that they did just sign was Pat McAfee,
Mm-hmm.
for 5 years, $85 million, which is about just shy of $20 million a year
Mhm.
to do his show. They stole it away from FanDuel.
Mhm.
And so the layoffs cut $30 million worth of in-house salaries for ESPN on Friday. McAfee will receive just shy of $20 million per year. Here's where I have an issue with it, guys. If you fire all the analysts and you keep guys such as Stephen A. Smith, you keep a lot of the personality types, the people that come to you for authentic sports coverage are going to start dwindling. because you don't have a lot of knowledge. I don't want to say knowledgeable. I don't want to take that away from these guys, but the ones like Jeff Van Gundy, right? Who would you rather tune into a game to listen to JJ Redick or Jeff Van Gundy?
Some people are going to say Redick. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
No entertainment value with Redick. I've watched Redick now in the early stages.
I've not watched him enough. I can't really comment on it.
Now, Nick might. Do you agree with me? He covers it like he's a CIA agent.
Now,
there's no humor at all.
He's extremely knowledgeable.
Yeah, but there's no humor.
There's no humor. But a lot of the times now it's in the setting of First Take where he's got to try to keep Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith level to some point.
But those guys are they at least try to add some level of entertainment, especially Stephen A. Listen, Stephen A. grates on you. He's supposed to, but he does have a sense of humor. He's funny. He'll say stuff that's funny. God, Redick just is completely incapable of that. It's like watching. I mean, you're watching like a meeting of the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see Redick and Van Gundy spot at all. Maybe Doc, I guess, would be all right. Van Gundy is the one that confused me. Kellerman too, by the way. That is incredible. Max Kellerman's out.
Well, Kellerman was stopped doing so much NBA coverage. He had the show with Keyshawn Johnson, and he stopped doing so much NBA coverage, and he was sticking to boxing, which is kind of his alley. But then once his career just started kind of going down a little bit after he got off the show with Stephen A. on First Take.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just think if you surround it with too many entertainers, which is what ESPN has somewhat done, right? Firing a Suzy Kolber, who's been there for 27 years, a Jeff Van Gundy, right? As well as Todd McShay, who's an NFL draft expert.
Let's go back to that name.
Probably
right there.
going to be picked up by the NFL Network after doing that to just Mel Kiper just a few years ago.
What? Wait a second. What are you talking about?
Mel Kiper.
Kiper's still on ESPN.
Who was the guy from ESPN that left to go to the NFL Network?
But Kiper's still on.
One of their. Sorry, I apologize then about that. There was one of them, one of the NFL draft guys that was always there with ESPN. Left Mel Kiper. Anyway, Todd McShay though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because McShay is like the next in line. He's like the next Mel Kiper. So that's
what you thought. Yeah,
kind of surprising. And I can't imagine that his salary was huge. Sure, it was a good salary, but I can't imagine that was a huge salary. So
you wouldn't think. You wouldn't think.
It was impressive listening to some of those that were let go. They did the true pros.
Yeah,
just very complimentary.
Right.
Just everything. Grateful.
Great.
Had a great run here. Suzy Kolber was one that was like, she had a 30-some year career. She goes, no, this is a great run.
Dave Pollock was the same way.
Yep.
He was grateful.
Pollock was an interesting one because I think it's next year, I believe, that ESPN takes over with or maybe this next season. With ESPN is now heavily in SEC.
Yes.
So he's an SEC guy.
Georgia.
So
great player, Georgia.
You think he would have more input take on his
that one was
on the SEC.
They're all a little. I mean, most of these are very surprising because these people were thriving in their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Pollock was a critical part of game day, right?
Yep.
The college game day set. Now you were working.
Game day. I occasionally I'd catch part of them. I really haven't seen one forever.
Well, you started seeing it. Lee Corso started stepping down and taking a little more of a lesser role, understandably so. And guess who they got to fill it? Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee started joining the show last year, about halfway through the season, and he's just a fan favorite. That's just how Pat McAfee is. Because of his demeanor, the way his show is extremely popular.
Well, he's funny. That's part of it.
He's funny,
right?
But they also it's more of a. I don't know if I don't want to say
it's real.
It's they don't hold anything back. Mm-hmm. And he also is able to get interviews with Aaron Rodgers throughout the entire. He was the show to get Aaron Rodgers for 30 minutes or 45 minutes
every week.
Every week. When guess what? He was in the middle of all of his drama,
mm-hmm.
and so that drew a lot of eyeballs.
Redick, listen, is obviously very knowledgeable. Extremely, Billy. I think you'd like him actually. I just don't because he's so deadly serious about everything. It just feels like, okay, it feels like I'm watching a show about the IRS.
Meet the press.
Yeah. It's like, all right, you're just talking about Embiid here. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. I think it's tougher
Andrew
though.
Toney.
I think it's a tougher deal to try to keep Stephen A. Smith though and Kendrick Perkins.
What?
To value your opinion. I think it's a lot tougher than maybe we realize, because I think that's why JJ Redick maybe takes it so seriously. It's because he can when he can get a word in. It's with Kendrick K. Perk and with Stephen A. who are just shouting about it.
I'm coming around on the NBA, but if they replace Van Gundy with Redick in that chair and he goes with Mike Breen and Mark Jackson, I might be out a little bit more. I might start.
Do you think Gundy will go to TNT?
Well, TNT would be idiotic to not sign Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be incredible.
I don't know how all that works.
I have no idea, but that would be incredible to see him on TNT.
Could you be with TNT and not ESPN?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then hopefully TNT gets him.
Yeah.
And
It'd be
then there's
like
nothing to
an
worry
Ernie
about.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Same situation.
They should
as that.
definitely. Maybe that's what's
Maybe
happening.
they've already done it.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they've already done it.
Yeah.
All right, song of the day, 4th of July theme today a little bit, guys.
Nice.
Coming up next.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees our year-round, makes it not a job, career. It offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Y'all feeling lucky? Luke Combs here, and I have an exclusive opportunity for you to win $50 by joining me in the Living Lucky with Luke Combs lottery experience. When it rains, it pours for lucky fans and lottery players who enter to win a chance in Nashville for a prize in 2024. One luck chance to walk away with $500,000 at the end of the show.
Details at nelottery.com. Living Lucky with Luke Combs ticket top prize odds 1 in 128,000.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com.
Summer is near. Now's the time to clean or replace your filter to get the most out of your energy saving tips at /save-energy.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
My daddy served in the army, lost his right eye, but blew a flag out in our yard. Till the day that he died, he wanted my mother, my brother, my sister, and me to grow up and live happy in the land of the free. Now this nation that I love is falling under attack. A mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back. As soon as we could see clearly, the big black
Toby Keith, released in 2002. A little bit of a 4th of July feel to it.
Thank you for that.
I had
You are
that,
the man.
that second verse. It hits a little hard.
It hits home. It hits
Got Bill going.
I know.
It did.
Yeah.
Got me going. I
So once
kicked
again-
Bill.
Yeah, he did. He kicked me.
So
That concerned me.
1 is bad, 10 is good. 402-464-5685. Starter Heyman Jewelers song of the day. Thoughts,
That
gentlemen?
was- thank you. My God, Nick. You're doing great.
Thank you. Oh, wow. These are rough already.
Really?
These are rough.
Well, you're not going to get a rough
Go-
review
go
from
ahead.
us.
Go ahead. I'll let you
You're not
guys
going to
take
get
it.
rough scores from
Right
us.
here, America. Yeah, America.
That was written during better times.
Yes.
But anyway, listen. That Toby Keith is a dude, number one. He's a dude. That sounded perfect. Really good choice by you.
Thank you.
Fitting. 9.007.
Thank you.
9007.
Nice.
Yeah.
This from now it's the James Bond song. That's what we'll deal with. Like
Thank
that.
you, Nick.
I tell you what, the second verse will put a boot in your. That fired me up.
Hindquarters.
That's when we got excited, and that's when you kicked me. That's when you kicked me. I went
putting
with the
a boot
drum
in you.
solo, and and you kicked me like
Yeah.
that. So I really enjoyed that last part of it. Again, I'm going to go with a 84444.
Okay.
84444. Very good.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Thank
Yes.
you.
It's not Lee Greenwood, but it's
Okay. Once again, 402-464-5685. Let's get to some of your guys' thoughts. Guilt Nerd gives it a 9.9. Notorious BIB says 8.59321.
Good job.
Let's see. Somebody says 0.0. This is John from Lincoln.
John.
0.0.
Hmm.
Another one says Murica 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long Skir better than Jake 8.96368.
It's unfortunate when people play that card.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike in Dalton gives it a 9.5. Ellis in Illinois says 10. God bless America. Jennifer gives it a 9. Hubby gives it a 5. Says God bless the USA.
Whoa. Disparity in the household.
A little bit of disparity.
What's
right?
been interesting too is that right away, Nick said that he goes, "Oh, not good scores," but he hasn't read one of them
Because I saw the zero. I saw
He's
the
not
0.
read-
Point. I said the 0.0. I saw the
Little Jake,
0.0.
got a little Jake in him.
Yeah, little Jake. It's
Oh, yeah?
okay.
Yeah.
I do the same. I think I do the same thing.
9.1 from somebody else. Somebody else says a 2.2. Okay.
Somebody else.
I think these folks mean 0.8.
0.8?
Yeah, 0.8.
That's really low.
0.8.
Yeah.
Texas Casanova says if you don't say 10, there's something
Say
wrong
the
with
name
you.
again.
Texas Casanova.
That's
like it.
really good.
I like
That's
it.
my first time
That's-
of hearing.
The Texas Casanovas would be a good band.
Yes, that would be.
The Texas
They would
Casanovas.
they would open up for Toby Keith.
Nyla gives it a 7.
Thank you, Nyla.
Jason gives it a 10. Somebody says that's a 10. I love booting your ass.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
5.8. So many better 4th of July songs to play. That's from Brian in Florida. Let's see. 10, 10, 10. I give it a gosh darn 10.
All right.
8.67, 9.17, 1.77.
Anything from Gary Templeton.
No. Oh, so the zero.
Andrew Toney.
The zero. The person that said 0.0 says I can't stand Toby Keith's voice.
Why is that? Why is that?
That
Sure.
I struggle with that one. A little bit.
Randy was the one that gave it an 8.6. J Crow says 9.5.
Okay.
Last but certainly not least, we have somebody that says 10. If you don't like it, you can move to Canada.
Yeah.
all right,
or
yeah.
or south.
Yeah.
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 Maybe Mexico.
We also
Or
have
New Zealand.
we also have 2.1. Toby Keith sucks.
Well, Toby Keith does not suck. Let's get that straight right
So
now.
I guess Toby Keith sucks.
I mean, he's not my favorite, but he's not Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson. He's not like those guys,
No.
but he's pretty good.
I felt like that was somewhat of a questionable song of the day.
You handled it well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
Got now the issue was Bill and I were late to the microphone.
Yeah,
it was a four
I
minute
don't
break?
think
It was
that
a
was
four-
that was
it was
not a
four-
normal break.
it was 4.5
because-
minutes.
Because that was no way it was 4.5 minutes. I'm just telling you right now, there's no way because I didn't dilly-dally around here. I didn't go get coffee. I didn't do anything. And all of a sudden you're like, hey, we're back on. I go, there's no way.
I was out talking to Missy Tooth Greg, and the song was playing.
It's okay.
I was like, why is there music on this radio? Oh, it's a song.
Somebody says, shut up, Sipple. He sucks.
No. Come on. That was aggressive anyway.
That was a little aggressive.
Shut up is really aggressive,
It really is.
isn't it? If you say shut up to
We'll have the
somebody,
game show.
But
Shut up,
since we have
Sipple
the
soon.
show, I understand it.
It just feeds into
My mom, Sharon, does not like that at all.
Shut up.
Yeah, it does not.
Yeah.
No, you'll see her this weekend. She'll address that with you.
Okay.
She does not like that.
All right.
Can't
Well,
wait to see her.
Well, guys, once again, Song of the Day was courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. It's probably going to be played on my Bluetooth speaker about 60 times over the course of the next 48 hours.
That's odd.
That's really odd.
I'm telling you, I'm just being honest right now. That's just where it's going to be on repeat a couple times.
Is it?
It'll be on loop.
Oh, you're feeling it, aren't you?
I like that song quite a bit.
Are you-
I like that song a
I'll
lot.
have Cover the Rolling Stone on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
From Heyman.
guys, we all stopped by our local Barnes and
is
Noble.
this time?
Barnes and Noble.
And well, after a commercial break,
Okay.
yes, but we're just
After a
previewing
3-minute commercial
Yes.
break.
I know you didn't. You were so off on that one. We can recheck that on the YouTube. That
it.
was
We can't check
It's
it.
a minute and a half break.
We can't check it, and we will check it.
Okay, what are we going to talk about?
Anyway, we got Phil Steele's magazine.
Each of us.
Each of us got our own. We don't have to share.
We will not mess this
We
segment
don't
up.
have to share. And we're going to talk about his outlook, his thoughts on the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
And college football in
And-
general.
And thank you. And college football in general. When we come back here, you're listening to Early Break on the Ticket, hour number 2, just moments away.
If you struggle with, there's good. You need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the Coma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the mentoring program. 4 in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Are you ready to upgrade your combine? Don't wait. Act now to choose from the widest selection of used combines at Acres Equipment. Acres, the nation's largest John Deere combine dealer, is offering 2.9% interest for 60 months on over 100 pre-owned combines. Go to acres.com to view a huge inventory of low-hour, late-model John Deere combines. Find what you like, and we'll deliver it to your farm for free. Acres, solutions for every field.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the shuffleboard corner for just $5 and get your first drink on the house. Come on Sundays for open house league all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Summer is near. Now's the time to clean or replace your furnace filter to get the most out of your AC. Find energy-saving tips at les.com/save-energy.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Summertime is in full swing, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway. Deck City, your local deck experts.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our big summer sales event is underway this month. Right now, get 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. 0.9% APR on select new Chevrolet and GMC vehicles, plus a $1,500 trade-in bonus on select Silverados and Sierras. You put all that together with some big Koppel discounts, and you have a tremendous buying experience. So stop on into the dealership or check us out online at KoppelCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Getting experience to jumpstart a meaningful career can be difficult, and education can cost a fortune. Luckily, AmeriCorps can be the solution. With AmeriCorps, you'll earn a stipend and education award while helping people. Plus, you'll gain professional skills and make connections to help you build your career. If you're ready to start a career you can be proud of, visit serve.nebraska.gov/service to find a program for you. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
The wait is almost over. The Guardians of Freedom Air Show is the hottest event in the area, coming to Lincoln's Air Park on Saturday, August 26th and Sunday, August 27th. Elevate your air show experience with tickets to the premium seating tent, padded seats, meals, and more for just $125. Premium tickets are going fast, so buy yours today. To purchase premium tickets and for more information, visit LincolnAirShow.com. We'll see you at the Guardians of Freedom Air Show in late August.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Bush.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Hour number one flew by here on this July 3rd. Beautiful side. Once again, thanks to Missing Tooth Greg for the delicious biscuits and gravy.
He's cooking it out from the back of his truck.
Yes.
from the back of his truck. I think that's a Ford Ranger. I got to double check that.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
The current temperature, anybody know? You guys know it?
I'm going to say 74.
Okay, good guess.
Where are we at, Sip?
God, I maybe would have guessed that. I'll say 75.
70.
Ooh,
70
pleasant.
degrees right on the dots. So hour number 2, sponsored by Midwest Bank, member FDIC, located at 27th and Jamie Lane in Lincoln, and a new location coming to 70th and Pioneers at the end of the year. Midwest Bank, member FDIC. So thanks to them for sponsoring the second hour. Okay, guys, Phil Steele finished up his magazine, just published it a couple days ago, and we all went to a local bookstore to pick one up.
Did you guys go to Barnes & Noble?
Laura went for me.
Laura
got picked
Laura.
up. Yes. Got one for her dad, too.
I
she spent $42.
Yes, we did. We spent
She dropped 42 because it's 21.
Yeah.
Well, see, there wasn't a price tag on it. I was aware of what it was going to cost because you had texted in our group chat what it was. And I went, if I was just a regular citizen here and I went to go pick it up off
not a
the,
regular
well, I
citizen?
am, but I went to go pick it up off the shelf just for some light reading, I would have said, oh boy, price tag's not on it. That's never good.
It's never good.
When the price tag's not
That's
on
true.
it, it's not good.
When you're
You
at
don't
a
wanna know it.
restaurant and the food and the price is not on the food, buckle up.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Yeah. I thought, oh boy, that's not good. I said, I seriously thought by the time I made the
Buckle up.
trek from the magazine shelf to the the checkout line, I thought I convinced myself, you know what? Maybe it's going to be cheaper because I'm
Yeah.
buying it in Omaha. Maybe it's not going to be $21 instead of.
And you were
like it
there
is in
seeing your
Lincoln.
girlfit.
I was there hanging out with
She's
them
a
for a
nurse.
little bit of
She's a
4th of
nurse.
July. Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Nurse at the Veterans Hospital up there in Omaha.
That's
So,
incredible. I tell you, so
Did you
there's-
take her Chinese food?
I did not. I did
he
not.
does that quite often.
I did no.
Surprises
I did it one time.
Yeah.
I did it one time.
Is she Chinese?
She is not. She is not Chinese.
Okay.
We did go to a delicious
Chinese
Italian
nurse?
place a couple days ago. No.
Okay.
For like the 20th
Mm-hmm.
time. There's no nothing.
Well, you're always taking her Chinese food, so I started to wonder.
Can Americans not like Chinese food?
That's Steve Sipple,
Yeah.
not me.
My goodness. All right,
Okay,
Can we get
stop.
to this?
Phil Steele. Nebraska didn't crack the top 40 in Phil Steele's magazine. He has a top 40. He also does, oddly.
Can I
and this-
throw something out that he does great that I've never seen before, which I just love?
Yeah.
On their schedule. So I love going to schedules. I love reading schedules. Who's playing who? And on there, which I've never seen before, they have turf.
Oh,
whether it's grass or AstroTurf, which I love the A, because you think that'd be more like F for field turf.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as AstroTurf, but he still does the A.
That's
AstroTurf hasn't
beautiful.
existed in 25 years. It has not
I
existed.
think
in
J.R.
25
Richard was still pitching when
Yeah,
there's AstroTurf.
AstroTurf. Yeah.
Nolan Ryan.
But I
was
love
still
that.
pitching.
And because it's quite shock, it's
AstroTurf.
quite
Dan Pastorini was
Yes,
still
that's
playing
right, yes.
when there was AstroTurf.
You'd be shocked at that. I mean, it's like every team is 90% AstroTurf,
Yeah.
which is field turf. It's right here. A Astro. That just made my day.
Some people probably have remnants of AstroTurf.
Just think that all came from what? The Astrodome.
Right.
Where it came from. That's where the
Yes.
term AstroTurf came from.
Well, if you guys go to astroturf.com, which is the official website, Washington and the Toronto Blue Jays are the two stadiums that they show right off the bat that are part of
Okay.
and then it's high school fields. Yes. So,
What I was getting to is Nebraska didn't crack Phil Steele's top 40, no surprise, but he also does a power poll. So he does two rankings essentially. And the power poll is not based on, it's nothing about schedule. It's all about talent in the system, talent in the program. And in the power poll, he ranks Nebraska 52nd. So 52nd based purely on talent. Nothing about where he thinks they'll finish. That's not what his power poll is. Now, here's the thing. The thing that would concern you if you're a Nebraska fan, gets to the heart of what Bill always says about Mass. What about Mass?
Kicks ass.
Yeah, this would, if you're just getting right down the nitty gritty on this, Phil Steele's 2023 magazine, preview magazine, college football preview magazine, he ranks the units. Nebraska, this is where you'd be concerned if you're a Nebraska fan. The offensive line is ranked 63rd nationally by Phil and his staff. That's okay. They cracked the top. At least they cracked the top 65, 63. Now this is a problem. The defensive line's unranked. Okay. Your offensive line is ranked 63rd, and your defensive line didn't crack the top 60. Okay. Now, it's very humbling if you're in Nebraska, because Marshall's 25th and James Madison's 26th. Navy, for God's sake, 42nd. Wyoming, 43rd. Toledo, 53rd. You can't crack it. I mean, how do you do it? How do you do it in the Big Ten if your offensive line, defensive line are ranked that low?
Well,
you can still do it
if
but-
the rankings are accurate.
Right.
Yeah, death blow.
Right.
But
they might not be.
May not be.
Right.
Now, I will say this.
You hope they're not.
I'm going to defend Phil Steele. It's a hard name to say. It doesn't flow off your tongue. Say it. Say it real fast. Say it fast.
Phil Steele. I can
Pretty
do
good.
it.
I say
Phil Steele.
Yeah, Phil Steele. I say more of a Phil Steele.
Phil
Yeah.
Steele.
Yeah, Phil Steele.
Phil Steele.
Yeah. But anyway, but he does his
Phil Steele.
research.
You're like Biden. You
Yeah,
butchered the word.
Yeah, he does. I'll be
Steve
livid.
Sipple.
I'll be rabid with you.
All right,
Yes.
go ahead. Go ahead.
But he does his research. He does.
Oh, my God.
He does. He does put time.
Oh
in.
my God.
You might disagree with him, but the one thing you can't disagree with, everybody's like, "Oh no, this guy puts the time in." That's
360 days a year, he says.
It is so detailed. It's incredible.
He said 360.
It's incredible. Yeah, the most accurate. I don't know how that one gets. How does that get rated? It's the most accurate magazine of the last 28 years. How's the most accurate? What's the most accurate? How do you rate that over Lindy's or whoever you have? I don't know how that gets worked.
But it is thorough. It's not like Hemingway's writing in this magazine, because it's very fact based.
Very fact based.
Sort of it's like reading a manual, but I will tell you this, it's all you need as far as those unit rankings go.
Who's the best in the Big Ten?
Well,
Michigan?
Bill, let's go to this. Let's just stay on the offensive line. Look at the offensive line and
What
defensive
page are
line.
you on? Give me a page number.
Okay, 20 and 21.
Thank you.
If you look, you're welcome. The offensive and defensive line ratings. Just look who's at the top of them. Offensive line, Georgia. On top of everything else Georgia has, it has an extremely strong offensive line, rated number 1 by Phil Steele. Number 2, Michigan. All right. Number 2 is Michigan. Who are the teams that people most often pick to win all the marbles this year? Georgia and Michigan, right? Wouldn't you say those are the most often picked, Nick?
Probably right
Yes.
now. Yes.
So on the defensive side, Georgia defensive line ranked number 2, Michigan 6, Ohio State 4, Penn State 3. Mass kicks
ass.
Yes.
I was listening to that.
Do you guys want to know where Nebraska comes in?
Well, we covered it, but go ahead.
63rd.
Right.
That was
I
well
know.
covered.
I appreciate. I know. I just wanted to reiterate.
Thank you.
Is
Thank
it bad
you.
to reiterate?
No,
things?
nothing. Nothing
You said
bad
it
about
as-
it.
You said it as if you're going to catch us off guard.
Nothing bad. They're 63rd
Holy
ranked.
smokes.
No, it's okay. They're the 63rd ranked offensive line. They're not ranked on the defensive line, which that's not where you want to be. And that's something that Rule has to get right here.
The offensive line that throws, the one that just has me just befuddled,
Okay.
is West Virginia at 9.
Whoa.
West Virginia at 9
Very
offensive
interesting.
line. That's really interesting. And that's going to be obviously a returner, but obviously he's done his research on it. Everyone else kind of adds up. When I see Texas at 4 on that podcast I listened to yesterday,
Yes.
on college football,
Uh-huh.
they talked about how Sarkisian had changed. And the number one thing that is a Texas insider, all he talked about was what's the difference with Sarkisian compared to what's our guy's name that is at FAU now?
Tom Herman.
Tom Herman.
You got it.
He goes offensive, defensive line, and the mass that he's recruiting. He said, like I said, he goes, they have an
Interesting.
unbelievable offensive line. But he said everyone immediately with the size they're recruiting was so much different under Sarkisian.
He's getting ready for the SEC.
He's getting
maybe.
ready for that. So they are building themselves for where they have to be,
Mhm.
and it shows up here. They say they're the 4th best, and whether you're 4th, I'll say this: if you're
ahead.
ranked like 2nd, like Michigan, you're not off 96 spots. It's not like, well, actually,
Right.
probably they were 98.
They're
No,
going to be good.
Yeah, it's like, okay, they're pretty good. Dude,
Right.
all the teams listed on there, it's like it's pretty good. But the West Virginia threw me. But you see Ohio State at 8.
Yeah,
that
offensive line.
Offensive line. Utah, Pac-12 champions 2 years in a row at 5th.
Mhm.
So all those things add up.
Okay, so now let's just hit Nebraska real fast. Each one. Quarterbacks. Nebraska is not ranked highly in any of these, so you just got to be ready as a Nebraska fan. Phil Steele ranks Nebraska's quarterback situation 49th. Okay. Running backs 40th. Receivers 53rd. Follow along with me. Offensive line 63rd, as we've established. Defensive line, not ranked. Linebackers 43rd. Defensive backs. Now, defensive backs, Nebraska cracks the top 30 at 29.
Good.
Yeah. Special teams did not crack. So no individual units ranked in the top 20, which is that's not what you want. But again, he could be wrong, number one. And number two, Nebraska's got work to do. What did you see? What did you see? In this?
I'm just reading. I lost the page number for a moment.
2021.
So I had to look at this.
2021.
What shocked
I feel
me,
like a pastor.
What shocked me here
Follow along.
in special teams, Ohio State 66th on special teams.
Mhm.
But then you see Iowa, as Nebraska fans are well aware of, all the way up at number 2.
Phil Steele, in his Big Ten rankings, picks Nebraska 5th in the West. 5th in the West.
And what page is that, Steve?
78.
See,
Follow along in
you
your
forget-
hymnals.
I'm
like the pastor here.
You forget that we all have our own Phil Steele.
But I think they're all the same.
Yeah, that made no sense whatsoever.
No, I'm saying that you can't just look
It
at
would be like,
yours.
and in the Old Testament, you also
not-
you want to turn to
that's
this.
not what
In
I'm
the New
saying at all.
Testament, it's no,
That's not
so
what
it's
I'm
all the
saying at
same,
all.
Nick. It's
Oh,
all
not-
the same, buddy.
I
Hang in
understand that,
there.
but he can't just turn a page and act like he's the only one reading from something.
78.
When we all have the same book.
You bet it did sound as if, well, mine's on 64. That's not true. It's not
78.
true. Oh, the youth.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
youth that we deal with.
Phil Steele.
See, 38 minutes until
Say it
8 o'clock.
faster.
All right.
How about Phil Steele? Wisconsin picked to win the West. Iowa 2, Illinois 3, Minnesota. I guess they're tied for third. He puts a 3 by both of them. Interesting. Nebraska 5th. Northwestern 6th. Somehow avoids the cellar. He has Purdue in the cellar in the Big Ten West.
I had pushback on. I'm going to go with the Boilermakers to upset Northwestern to take
To
the
get out-
spot,
to get out of
the
the
cellar.
to get out of the
Yes,
cellar.
I got Purdue taking that.
Yeah.
That win.
So he has a tie for third with Illinois and Minnesota, unless that's just a typo. He meant 3 and 4. I don't know. But there
That
you
is
go.
a bold statement because there's so many new things at Wisconsin.
Right.
So many things going on.
Surprised me.
I would know this from everything that he's basing it off of with the quarterback transferring from SMU, who's played so much football. So he's got a lot of positives.
Mordecai.
There are a lot of positives. But I watched their spring game, and it was horrific.
Well, Mordecai was
I
horrific.
think he had 3 interceptions. in
Right.
the first. I mean, it looked horrible.
They didn't look good.
You know, and it was bad weather. It was kind of it snowed a little bit during the time. So the take right away is like, how is this going to work? That type of thing. So, but I mean, do I have faith in Luke Fickell? He's one of the best coaches I've ever been around.
Ooh.
And
Is that right?
Yeah, worked with him at Ohio State. Yeah, he's
What
he
makes
took
him so?
Cincinnati to the playoffs.
What makes him so?
It's very Saban-esque as far as just grit, grind, consistency. Here's how we do things here.
Okay.
It's not a day-to-day where it's like, well, it's a good day. Tomorrow's a bad day. No, everything's the same day. And it is detailed, energy. Everyone's pulling the rope the same direction. They know exactly what they're looking for in recruiting. And they hired a really good staff. So, but he was an incredible person to be around. Coach Fickell was.
Wisconsin, once again, picked by Phil Steele to win the West. Nebraska picked 5th in the East. The pick is Michigan. Ohio State. Wait a second. He does that again. Tie. Michigan and Ohio State tied for first. Penn State 3rd. Maryland Maryland 4th.
I don't think you could do that. I'm a little down on Phil.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's a 1 or a 2. You don't get the 1A. We don't get a 1A.
Michigan,
I think
Ohio
that gives you the, like, well, who'd you? Oh, yeah, Ohio State won. Yeah, I had him. I had him as 1. No, you didn't.
Interesting.
No, you
Penn
didn't.
State 3rd, Maryland 4th.
That's how it's the most accurate magazine in the last 28
Yeah,
years.
Yeah, it's like, what do you have? Well, I got Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois at 1, and then the other ones are at 2. It's like, come on, Phil.
Okay.
Well,
Call Phil.
if you look at Phil Steele's 2023 preseason Big Ten team, guys, at the top of page 78,
Thank you.
you will see that Nebraska, according to Phil Steele's preseason Big Ten team, doesn't have anybody listed on the first and second team.
Huh.
But then on the third team,
Okay.
Bryce Benhart and Quentin Newsome are the 2 names listed.
Interesting. You'd like to see more representation on there.
I think so.
We don't do this for every magazine. We don't. We do it for Phil Steele.
Brian Buschini makes the 4th team, which is not really a thing. And Gabe Irvin as well as Billy Kemp do as well. So, yeah.
Okay, the other thing he does top draft eligible players.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, if you guys want to follow along, that is page 12.
I'm looking at some other stuff.
I'm just going back and forth.
Top draft eligible players. Jeff Sims is the 52nd ranked quarterback. He ranks 68, does Phil Steele. 52nd. Anthony Grant is the 54th ranked running back. Marcus Washington.
Yes.
Marcus Washington, the 42nd ranked receiver. I don't see Kemp on that list, which did surprise me a little bit given his numbers at Virginia. Also at tight end, Bill, this was surprising to me. He ranks 60 tight ends, draft eligible guys. So we're talking seniors, juniors, and sophomores.
Yep.
Arik Gilbert is ranked 30th, which I don't know that he's going to start. So Phil's projecting that. I mean, massive talent, right?
I think that's just a projection. Of
right.
You just talk about the one thing he has is that you can't do anything with is that he's got great frame.
Yes,
frame is incredible. So some people just don't have that. So he has that.
6'6", 260.
Yeah. So he just
How about 6'6", 260.
So he has that. So
Yeah.
it's a big part of what he has to start off with, and then obviously he has to have much more production. At Georgia, there for 2 years, catches.
Not much, but he did it at LSU when you saw him,
Yeah,
right?
he had some catches at LSU
Yeah.
as a true freshman.
Yeah.
I coached him. I loved him. But in the last couple of years, it's been no production.
Right.
I mean, he didn't do anything at Georgia.
But as a freshman, he was SEC all freshman.
Yeah.
What did you see?
What I saw was the ability to attach and detach from the line, from the for the tackle to being split out. Great soft hands, and he was just natural. I worked with him on like the punt team, and the things that he could do, just as I explained it and could coach him, he could just do it. It was just everything was easy. Football was very natural and very easy for him to be able to do. So I look for nothing but great things from him, and hope things get worked out in a great way.
Top 45 centers. Ben Scott is the highest ranked Nebraska draft eligible player.
Number 11.
Number 11.
Turner Corcoran comes in the top 80 tackles.
Yes, at 25.
25.
How about that? Turner Corcoran. Defensive ends, there's no Nebraska players. Defensive tackles, no Nebraska players unless I missed something. Do you see any on there, Nick?
Nope. You got it. You got them
Page
narrowed down there.
13. Top 65 outside linebackers, MJ Sherman. 32nd.
Nice.
Inside linebackers, Luke Reimer. Bill's very familiar with. At
Where's Luke at?
46 inside linebackers. Cornerbacks shocked me. Newsome's not on there. Now, corners, I mean, there's a lot of them. And he only ranks 58 of them. I was surprised Newsome's not in your top 58. Quinton.
A little surprising.
Yes. Free safeties, not represented. Strong safeties, not represented, Nebraska. Long snappers, not represented. I was surprised that the punter's not represented. Brian Boomshini is not in the top 20. I thought he'd be in the top 20.
That would surprise me also.
Yeah. So there you go, Nick. Are you going to scour your magazine in days to come?
Yes. We also got a text that says, you guys do know that if you just buy it off the website, you get the electronic version that he continues
For
to
free.
update.
Yes. For free.
Ooh.
Yes.
For free?
Yes. I don't know. Is there a code to do? I will not probably look at it online. I like going through it manually. I do old school manual right here. And my favorite thing to start with, all those things we went through today are great. Like that. Mine's always schedule. Oh, I love going through the schedule. It's fascinating to me to look at what the schedules are and who's playing who and what's going on.
I appreciate that.
Did you guys like how he put who was the people, the notable people that he was that followed him on Twitter?
Yeah.
No.
Did you like that? He put it in there.
He put the blue checks on there.
He put it in there. All the people that follow him.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that's a feather in his cap.
Yeah.
Okay, Nebraska, as far as toughest schedules, Bill, where would you guess?
Are you talking Big Ten or overall?
Overall, nationally.
Nationally. Is that, hold it, just Power 5 again? I got to
No, everybody. This includes
Everybody.
UTEP, Toledo, Eastern Michigan.
Probably in the 80s.
51.
Yeah. I would guess a lot because, like I said, that which I think is
It's
great for
manageable.
Nebraska is
It's
they have I think they have one of the easiest schedules in the Big Ten because if you just look back and say, okay, could you start off with who's your right now the best three teams probably right now in the Big Ten are who? Who would you rank?
I'd rank them in order: Michigan, Penn State, and Ohio State.
Okay, they only play one of them. If you catch two, that's a bit. They play one, and then the non-conference is
Colorado, Louisiana Tech, and Northern Illinois.
they were overall those three teams played 36 games. I think they won 6.
Yeah, that's about
I
right.
think they won 6
Yeah,
out of
maybe
it. So
7.
just horrific. Now we all know some
It's a bad
rosters
non-conference.
changed and things like that, but all of a sudden, Northern Illinois isn't going to Sugar Bowl. So I'll just make the call right now. If they're not going. So
when we come back, we have Bill's Thrills.
Oh,
what do we got today?
What's that? It's Football Facts. It's Monday.
Football Facts Monday.
Football Facts Monday.
There you go. So Bill's Thrills.
Giddy up.
Bill's
Yes.
Thrills coming up.
Yeah.
Early break on the ticket.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting organizations, and helping local businesses and firms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs. Innovative banking solutions, from an and deposit accounts, cash services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
It's time to get the grill out for 4th of July celebrations. Make sure to load up on meat and more at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through July 5th are $2 off all steakhouse burgers and hot dogs. Plus, big news. They have 2 new locations opening soon at 27th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha, with soft openings in mid-July. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Lane's Cover Crop is one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the shuffleboard corner for just $5 and get your drink on the house. Come on Sundays for open house league all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Called Joe at Ambition to let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415, or online at ambitionelectric.com.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today, located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
Sunday morning. Quiet. Not in a weird, too quiet way. Calm, peaceful, tranquil. You pour yourself that cup of coffee. You slice yourself a hearty chunk of one of Beatrice Bakery's breakfast breads. Now, maybe you're an apple streusel guy. Nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. Personally, I'm a turtle nut man. Something about those pecans. But the real ones know. Don't sleep on that date nut bread. Sweet, but not too sweet. Nutty, not overly. The perfect morning treat. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. 15 successful events with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative both my ankles, but thanks to a thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We have the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we are looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com. Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we are looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today, located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back here, second to last segment of the show.
Man, how could that be?
It's been quick, but you guys haven't stopped making fun of me the entire time.
You've been barely awake at times.
Every time I fill in for Jake, you always come at me
I'm
for
looking,
not being awake.
I'm looking at the Notre Dame stuff. Simple, it's 98 in your fill still. What? I think it's 42 on mine. No, it's the same.
That is not what I. That is not how I said it at all.
You're doing great.
No, I don't need your pity. I don't need your pity.
I'm not placating you
I
either.
don't need it.
Hey, Toothless Greg is outside.
Still
missing Tooth Greg. And Bill, Nick, there's nobody out there. This is a lonely man. A lonely man.
Maybe.
It is Monday.
It's Monday that no one's working on.
No one's working on.
No one's working on Monday.
It is. I did see a Dr. Pep driver out there unloading and loading. I think I did. It is dead zone out there.
Yeah. There's
Greg is sitting out there alone. We should invite him in.
Yeah, we just have him in next section.
Anyway,
I have a texter that says, "Don't put up with their crap, Nick."
Yeah, I know.
That's right.
That, and I appreciate him saying that.
Yeah.
Can't we joke around with you?
We also have somebody that says, "Hey guys, I'm trying to follow along in my magazine, and I'm trying to figure out where Nebraska's offensive line ranks. Nick, can you help me out?" Yeah, I can. They're ranked 63rd.
That's funny.
They're ranked 63rd.
That's funny. Let's also bring
the good thing is I can help you out.
Yes. Let's bring up too like that. Some unnamed breakers have been on me a little bit.
They have
about my A and G as far as the turf, like that. And they're like, I think A means artificial turf, and I'm like, no, it's AstroTurf. That's what I'm sticking with. That's how we learned it, like that. Because, like I told you,
old school.
Yeah, I told you if you talk to someone, if you're on the road and say you're playing at whatever stadium, like, okay, we're playing it for the first time. Anybody been there? What's the surface? And it's always like it's either grass or it's field turf. Those are two things you say. So the A in Phil Steele stands for AstroTurf in my book. So that's what we're gonna stick with.
All right, Bill, are you ready for
yes,
Football Facts Monday?
Here we go. Here we
All
go.
right, here we go. Bill's Thrills starting right now.
Wow, that was.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah. Is it gonna be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Mid-Plains Advisors. Call Dirk, Scott, and Ty today at 402-730-7387 for all your financial needs. All right, Bill, take it away.
Appreciate that. Today we got the little football facts. I think because that's the lead in there was kind of a yawner. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. We'll get Jake back
here. Let's switch spots. You want to run the board? Bill, you want to run the board?
I don't.
I'd be more than happy.
So we're going to talk.
Thrilled, if you
we're going to talk. And this is something that Sipple.
I will.
Sipple has delved into this heavily. I know.
Yes.
And that because of his study of football.
Having not played the sport.
Did not play the sport, so he studied it really hard. So I'm going to talk about the art and the preparation of film watching. Okay. And so the art and the preparation of film watching. The first thing that happens is that you have to educate the players extremely hard on how you watch film. Because if not, they'll watch it as a fan. They'll just watch, oh, wow, look at that play.
Yeah.
Look at that catch.
Yep.
That has nothing to do with what's really going on.
I want some crowd noise. Can we get some crowd noise on this film?
So you want to have everything so mapped out for you have to give them specifics of what they're looking for and why.
Yep.
And some of it comes down to, okay, we're looking for it. It'll start off with situational football. Then it's going to be formation football. And then it's going to be, where's the tight end at? Is he tucked in? Is he wide? Where is he at if he's attached to the line of scrimmage?
So the tight end's a big focus.
So it's also that's when you're going to get counter with the tight end coming back. When you're going to get the sway back for split zone and all. So because the really good guys and the guys with Barrett Ruud were unbelievable because Barrett's one of the best coaches I've ever been around. For those linebackers calling out the run game ahead of time. It's this, it's this, it's this, it's this. They just know it, see it, have some idea. But it's a lot to be able to study. Then you have to be able to study in the throw game the same thing. Splits, situational, when they're going to take their shots, when is the ball going down the field on that's control down. That's the ball's going down the field on 1st and 10, P and 10, 1st and 10 after a 1st 10. So all those things. Then you would teach them about what afters. So what after if a team has a run for 2 or less yards, what are they going to do next? Some teams will not hang in there with just, we're just going to grind it out again. So there's always all these different but you have to teach it all to them on how to look at when they're watching it. I'm also a big believer in studying yourself, but the best film study is done together. So the guys would do a good job every place I've been. They'd be like, hey, we get done with practice. We're going to shower and grab some food. We're going to go back up and watch some things together. Everybody's like, I don't worry about it. I'll watch it at home. How's that go on your iPad? There's a small percentage of college players that could be good enough to get home at night at 9:30 and say, hey, I'm going to watch some of this. And then also you get to,
That's really interesting.
so if you got to do cut-ups. So you'll watch cut-ups. You'll watch 22 counters in a row. You'll watch these runs in a row. You'll watch these screens in a row. And then you got to go to watch game film. Say, okay, what's going on with this? What's going on with game film? And the last thing that we would watch on Friday nights was I would go TV copy. So I take the actual TV copy so they could see what the game looked like as they're actually on the field tomorrow. So they could say like, hey, look at the tempo. Look how fast they're going. Because you don't get tempo off of your cut-ups.
Yeah.
You got to watch it off of off of TV copy.
God, it's a lot.
And so we watch the TV copies. Okay, what's going to happen? What's the field? So now they can see. They're looking over, and then they'll see the quarterback looking over. They'll show the sidelines of someone signaling. All those different things. So that's exactly how they're going to see it. So they have to watch some TV copies. We have someone that always scours through. I always watch as a defensive coordinator. I'd always watch a couple game films early Friday morning, TV copy. I just want to watch. See what the
Friday morning.
So I watched that. The other time I wasn't watching TV copy on Sunday night. So that was a whole different learn part like that. But the iPads are great.
Okay.
But learning
each
by
player
yourself,
has an iPad.
Each player has an iPad, so they can sit and watch everything.
They have to learn, but they have to learn how to.
You have to heavily
use
instruct them on what you're looking for. So a lot of time you just send them, you'll just text it to them. I need to know this information tomorrow.
You know what this all sounds to me? It sounds very laborious.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of labor involved in this.
There's a lot of labor. Because
Football is laborious.
Because a lot of times things transfer like that. So if you're playing in Indiana and then the next week you're playing Iowa, it's two completely different game plans. Worlds different.
I was just going to say, how long does it normally take to put together cut-ups and things like that to get them ready for where it's, all right, guys, take your iPad. It's up there. It's ready to go.
They're up and ready to go early Sunday because that's where like analysts will work on.
Yeah.
They'll have all the cut-ups done. Then they just have to add the last game.
Wow.
So the one time where the analysts sometimes like that is if the team we're playing had a bye week, they don't have a game that Saturday, then they're already done.
Yep.
And so that's what they're at. So they're going to add that in. Then you also have to make the choice of all the time. You say, okay, when we're doing stats as a coach like that, where do you cut it off at? Because all of a sudden it's like, okay, hey, they ran inside zone 32 times. They were up by 40 in the second half, and they just ended the game. So that was always a big. Anytime I was breaking film, I always had A and to be ahead or behind like that to know like that. So you look at
Nick, do you listen to this?
You're watching the game when it's ahead or behind, or it's still a contested game.
Football it is a game of the mind. I mean, I just think I will never ever succumb to this. Sip. It's a simple game. No, it's not. Yeah. Don't tell me that. It's not a simple game. What you just heard is not simple. Tennis is simple. All right. Tennis is simple. Tennis.
Coming at tennis.
No, I'm not coming at tennis. It's just a simple game. You don't have to have cut-ups and iPads. You could, I suppose.
I would say in a way.
Maybe a little bit.
I wonder if they watch like, hey, give me. Sometimes the guy runs back and hits the ball between his legs. Hey, give me that cut up. I want to watch that. He's got 9 of them. I'm ready for it.
No, it's more of where do I need to hit this ball to where he is going to use his backhand instead of his forehand.
Oh, I don't think so, Nick.
I think you'd be surprised.
There's something
okay.
to it.
All right, Chrissy Everett.
Nothing
there's
like
two
football.
going at one time.
Nothing
all right.
like
there's
football.
Martina
22
Navratilova over there.
Yeah.
What? Say a little louder.
Chrissy Everett over there.
Okay.
So it has a very distinct plan of what you have to do. What
Yes.
you're watching. What kind of clues can you get?
Oh my God.
And then also at that there's a certain. I talked to an NFL friend of mine who's been a coordinator in the NFL for a long time, and I talked to him in length Saturday morning, and he was going to work on some other opponent stuff that day. He's on vacation. I'm spending a couple hours of fun just kind of looking at this one team I'm looking at. But I go, how have you changed? We were talking about where we are in our coaching careers and what's easier and how things slow down for us. And he talked so much about, he coached quarterbacks this whole time, about how to not have them overloaded. Because you can be like, I told you that. We did that. I know this. Same thing on defense. It's always, I always say, we got this, then we got this, and then we got graduate school. There's always three things. Like, guys, this is way heavy here because you cannot get so locked into all these things happening in your mind.
Can you see when a player's overloaded?
You have a pretty good feel. It's one of those things that you can kind of tell with how he's playing is the one thing. If it's like, okay, he's not playing very fast. He normally plays fast. That's when there's too many things going on in your mind. You're just kind of, okay, we can't do that.
On the other hand, do you see, Bill, and I don't know that you want to single out people, but are there some guys you think of over the course of your career? They're like, oh, that guy just knows how to watch film. I mean,
yeah,
just picks it up incredibly fast.
It's no different than all of a sudden it's like you just hear someone, you see some perform, and they're like 18 years old, and you're like, well, how can they perform?
Yeah,
they're just hooked up, right? They can do all that stuff. So I've always used the term, and here 1,000 times is processing.
Yeah.
There's no dumb football players. Some can just process faster. That's just a different thing. Like, so some people can be a test taker, and they can go through a test just like you, and you can both get 98%. And one of them could get 98% in 9 minutes. The other one might take 49 minutes because they process it. They're how things click in their brain, and that's why the processing and then everything also is about initial twitch.
Yeah,
and how fast. It's not a sloth game at any position.
No.
It's like, well, the centers don't run with it. It's all about their initial twitch, how fast.
Quick twitch.
Who's the biggest film junkie you've been around?
Probably offensively was Joe Burrow. Was one. All the receivers were at that time. Defensively, I think the group I had in the back end was really good at Nebraska, and the linebackers were the best.
Really?
And Barrett had a great plan for him, and we did the same plan off of his, but he had the best plan for what time they came back up, and guess how they watched it? They all watched together, everyone. So they were all talking, and they're like, run that back. They're all talking. So guess what? That's probably a reason why Ernest Hausmann played pretty well when he's had to start from like mid-season on, because he was in that room all the time to learn those things. Because imagine coming in from high school to play middle linebacker. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah. That is a lot. That's why you say, well, why is he playing? The receiver he can play. Here's your route. So I can tell you before the game, hey, if you go in, you're going to do this, this, and this. And so it's like, also, okay, pretty good. What about no, you're not going to be in that spot. Defensively, you can't really hold people back because, like, well, if they're in there on defense, just run a couple things. Well, what if it's short yardage? What if it's 3rd and 14? I mean, you can't just say, well, we're pretty limited here of who was in the game.
Hausmann came on probably because he just learned
film study,
learned
how we do it. And then that gets into how you practice, because if we're running anything that where the tight end is a clue that the offense gives us, and we don't line that tight end in that exact spot on the scout team, and they don't see that look, and then it's like it's a complete lost rep. Just a lost rep, just waste of time. And so it's very heavy.
Once again, that is Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Mid-Plains Advisors. Call Dirk, Scott, and Ty today at 402-730-7387 for all your financial needs. It's time to play the game show today on Monday, July 3rd.
We got to go into 2-minute offense.
We're gonna go into a 2-minute offense.
Well, I went a little long, didn't I?
It's okay. 4th of July theme today, right?
Shocking.
Yeah, shocking.
Okay,
How'd
what
you
is
come
it?
up with
Please,
that?
somebody
That's
call
incredible.
in and please take down Sip.
What?
Please take down Sip and Bill
What
in
is-
trivia.
Nick, what is that? What is
I
it?
hope whoever calls in can take a sit down. I'm gonna switch up the questions. So we get the easy one. So we're gonna just take a moment. Shut up, Sip. Will starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
Alrighty, it's time to play the game show. There's 7 minutes left in the show.
2-minute offense, Nick.
2-minute offense. Here we go.
Orchestrate.
Who do we got on the phone here? Caller, who's the? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
James.
Jake. All right, Jake.
James.
Sorry, James. Sorry, James. Sorry, I can't hear you over the music.
James.
I got Sip staring at me.
I heard
it
James.
really slow for you. Yeah.
I heard.
Work.
Spell
Hey,
it. James, can you spell it?
Okay, we're switching the questions
J,
back.
The number 7. A. No. Yeah.
Okay. Well, James, you
I
know,
heard James right away.
I didn't because you guys were talking.
2 minute
over.
offense. Come on. Gotta
Okay.
snap
Okay.
it.
Are
Gotta
you
snap
ready?
it.
All right, James. First question to you.
Yep.
What brand of hot dog do they use at the National Hot Dog Eating Contest?
I knew it was Nathan's, even though you gave it away. So.
He said the name. He said the answer.
You really do want us to lose, don't you?
I do.
This will go down in history.
All right, Sip.
He said,
Nick, you're not going to live that one down.
I don't
man.
care. I don't care. You know,
Yeah.
this is just a really bad Monday for me.
That's okay.
Nebraska's
awake
offensive
now.
lineman,
But now
by
you're awake
the
now.
way, 63rd in Phil Steele's magazine.
What page is that?
68. Okay, Sip. Next one to you. James has a 1-0 lead. What city in Nebraska claims to be the Nebraska 4th of July city?
Seward.
Nice. You been to Seward on the 4th
Yes.
of July?
Yes.
That's where I'll be tomorrow.
Is that right?
That is right.
Get a good spot in that field. You got to sit in that field and watch the fireworks.
This is going to be an easy one for you, James. On what day did the colonies officially declare their independence? I need the date and the year.
Is this too easy that I'm screwing this up in my mind?
Yeah,
James.
I mean,
Come on, Jake.
I want to say July 4th, 1776.
Is that your
but
final
I
answer?
I don't think that's the answer, but it's going to be my final answer. Yeah.
July 4th, 1776.
Yeah, you could overthink
it's a little
that one.
stumbler.
Wow.
It's
Okay,
yep.
all right.
It got me
Ooh,
for a
yes, I'm
second.
sweating bullets there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can overthink that one.
All right.
Good job, James.
As we learned, I think this one might be going to a tiebreaker here.
Yeah.
Where is the National Hot Dog Eating Contest held?
Hmm.
I need city and state.
Bill, I don't
or
know.
location
that.
and state.
No, I have Bill as a lifeline.
You do have Bill as a lifeline.
And right now, I might have to rely on Bill. I don't know this. We will hazard a guess. Do you know?
No.
Oh, God. Okay, this is a city and state.
This is it's yes.
Yeah, this is.
I did text yesterday that we should have a hot dog
You
eating
did.
contest in here, the three of us.
You sure
not
did.
doing
I
that.
did.
You sure
Yes.
did.
Okay, well, if I was going to guess where a hot dog eating contest is,
I watched part of it on. I watched it a little
Yep.
bit open on ESPN yesterday.
I'm going to say.
I don't know what.
I'm going to say.
Can you
Toledo.
use me as a lifeline so we go to tiebreaker?
I'm going to say.
If you guys want, I mean, I'll do that.
No, we're not doing that.
Okay, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we can't
Okay,
do that.
all right.
I'll say Toledo, Ohio.
Oh gosh.
Is it Maryland? Is it Maryland?
James, do you know it? I mean, you're gonna win, but do
Yeah,
you know it?
Coney Island in Brooklyn. Yeah, New York.
There it is.
Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York.
Yep,
makes
Coney
sense.
Island.
That
New
makes
York.
sense.
Congrats, James. You win a business box of bagels.
Nice job, James.
Sorry for the train wreck.
Yeah, appreciate it. No, you're good.
You
Happy
did say
to see you guys.
Nathan's in the first.
Yeah, happy
did say
4th.
Nathan's.
Happy 4th to you, James.
Yes.
Yep. How about that? Just a train wreck of a game show. Normally, I'm pretty strong on
It
the
was
game
fun.
show.
No, it was
I was a
fun.
little flustered. You
No,
guys,
it was fun.
you guys want to know the tiebreaker?
Well, Bill's going to guess the number.
I do. I do the number.
Yes, I understand that. How many hot dogs did Joey Chestnut eat in last year's Nathan's hot dog eating contest?
And how long is it? A minute?
It is 10 minutes long.
It's 10 minutes.
God.
144.
Good guess. Well, maybe not. Maybe not a good guess. Well, what is it? 1? 40?
No. It is 63.
What? I mean, that's not
1
44.
in 10 minutes.
Okay.
I ate 3 Polish dogs yesterday on the 9th hole of Highlands Golf Course. 3? I ate 3.
Why? Why is the operative question? Why?
I'm just saying.
Were you that hungry?
One was a really bad guess.
Was it a dare?
So what made you go with 3? Did you order 3 right
See,
away, or did you eat 2?
So I ordered 3 because I got them from my other buddies and they didn't want them, and I was like, well, I can't just let them go to waste.
How'd that go?
I hate. It was a little heavy.
Yeah.
It was a little heavy on the gut.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
then you
fine.
went with biscuits and gravy this
And I went with
morning.
biscuits and gravy this
You
morning.
had 9 cookies.
I had 4.
We're gonna run you up and down that hill here after the show. That hill, you know that hill right out there?
Speaking of after
You're
the
running
show.
up and down.
All right.
All right.
Spill over with Raph is next.
Are you ready to upgrade your combine? Don't wait. Act now to choose from the widest selection of combines at Acres Equipment. Acres, the nation's combine dealer, is offering 2.9 interest for 60 months on over 100 pre-owned. Go to acres.com to view a huge inventory of low-hour, late-model John Deere combines. Find what you like, and we'll deliver it to your farm for free. Acres, solutions for every field.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and our big summer sales event is underway this month. Right now, get 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. 0.9% APR on select new Chevrolet and GMC vehicles, plus a $1,500 trade-in bonus on select Silverados and Sierras. You put all that together with some big Coppell discounts, and you have a tremendous buying experience. So stop on into the dealership or check us out online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Y'all feeling lucky? Luke Combs here, and I have an exclusive opportunity for you to win $500,000 by joining me in the Living Lucky with Luke Combs lottery experience. When it rains, it pours for lucky fans and lottery players who enter to win a chance of a lifetime. Join me in Nashville for a private concert at the iconic Ryman Auditorium in 2024. One lucky winner will have the chance to walk away with $500,000 at the end of the show.
Details at nelottery.com. Living Lucky with Luke Combs ticket. Top prize odds 1 in 128,000.
Babe, pack your bags. We're going to Vegas.
Vegas?
We just got the estimate from the wedding caterer, and we're going to have to elope.
Actually, Members Owned Credit Union is offering no-fee home equity lines of credit. We can borrow what we need with equity from the house.
Wait, so we can keep the bacon wrap dates for the cocktail hour?
We can keep the bacon wrap dates. From wedding bells to trekking the globe and everything in between, your dreams your way with a no credit union home. More at membersownedheloc.org. Limitations may apply. Equal housing lender.
Sunday morning. It's quiet. Not in a weird, too quiet way. Calm. Peace. Tranquil. Yourself that cup of coffee. You slice yourself a hard chunk of bakery's breakfast breads. Now, maybe you're an apple streusel guy. Nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. Personally, I'm a churro. Something about those pecans. But the real ones know, don't sleep on that date nut bread. Sweet, but not too sweet. Nutty, not overly. The perfect morning treat. Beatrice Bakery. Online at bakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum. The wait is almost over. The Guardiandom Air Show is the hottest event in the area. Coming to Lincoln's Air Park on Saturday, August 26th and Sunday, August 27th. Elevate your air show experience with tickets to the premium seating tent, padded seats, meals, and more for just $125. Premium tickets are going fast, so buy yours today. To purchase premium tickets and for more information, visit LincolnAirShow.com. We'll see you at the Guardians of Freedom Air Show in late August.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy and healthy 4th of July weekend. We are thankful for this great nation and celebrate our independence, which should never be taken for granted. This important message comes to you from Mike and the Folk Services, your vending space here in Lincoln. Their quality, service, and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. Eric Services on the air. Take care. Attention all fans! 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. Now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 Tall Boys Light, Coors Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The Electrical Union 206 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
This
good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's time for the spillover.
Are you awake?
I've been awake.
Have James call in and wake you up.
Thank you for spelling your name, by the way.
True fireworks story.
Congratulations.
This actually happened the other night. They're blowing, people are blowing them off, and it's heavy. It sounds like Beirut sometimes. And there's one loud one went off, and it blew my shower curtain down. My shower curtain fell down after it can blow your shower curtain right down.
That's a real one.
That's true.
That's crazy. That's dangerous. We are joined by Raph.
Something happened, when your shower curtain, you don't know that
maybe
sound.
The shower curtain just fell down. That could have
That crossed my mind.
And then Sip in his old age. Oh, it must have been a firework. It is July 4th
it
weekend.
did coincide with a boom.
Okay.
Were you hold it?
I was in my recliner.
Hold it no. So did you see it fall?
I heard it.
Did you?
And I'm not familiar with the sound. so I was like, I wonder what that was. So you have to look around the house. Oh, shower curtain fell down. I'll be damned.
Of course. Well, it's time for the spillover with Raph.
Raph, welcome
AD
to work.
Today.
Hello.
Sponsored by South Point Medical and Aesthetics. Visit southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400 to learn more about successful joint pain treatments.
Raph looks like a swimming pool today.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Big swimming pool. Clad
Like the
in
ocean.
aqua. Yeah, you're clad in aqua. Does the ocean look that color? Yeah, that kind of does.
So
Sometimes.
AD's out in Colorado. Did I see that? Right?
Yes.
Yep.
Out in
They're
Colorado.
golfing this morning.
Picked up Naya from the airport. She's back from her international travels.
She's back.
And so they are golfing now at some Raven. Is that
Raven.
right? Or some Raven something.
Pretty nice
out in
course.
Colorado.
Pretty nice course.
Yeah. So we'll find out.
I will
see how
say
it
this:
goes.
Colorado in the summer, it's really nice.
Really?
Yeah, I spent some time up in Breckenridge last year. At this time, it's nicer in the day, and then it gets crisp at night. You're throwing on like a hoodie at night.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
That sounds nice. Seriously.
Gentlemen, well, let's go through 4th of July plans. What are we doing?
I don't have any major plans right now. I don't. How about you guys?
Bill?
I have an event we have to go to tonight. If Laura's up for it, I have a little
July
event,
3rd.
July 3rd, little event. Tomorrow, actually, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely no plans of any sort.
It's
Wow.
odd that I don't have anything.
Don't celebrate independence.
Well, I think I might celebrate. I just don't know exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
just some
Maybe
options.
you can go to Buffalo Wings and Rings or something.
I don't know if it's open.
Probably not.
Okay.
So, Raph, what do you got going on?
Today, going to go out and golf in Seward with my guy, Jack Russell. And then tomorrow, I return back to Seward with the Nebraska Lottery.
Oh, you're working.
Nice. You're working.
Yep, 9 to 3 tomorrow. I believe it's 9 to 3.
He's out in Seward.
It's
I'm
shift.
going to run into Raph tomorrow.
You are. It'd be hard not to.
I'm telling you that is a. you want to know what's hard is getting into Seward.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like that's Rubik's Cube right there.
Yeah.
That is a. Oh yeah.
Yes, it
It's
is.
brutal.
On July 4th, absolutely it is.
Why?
What's the highway that rolls into it?
34.
34 is brutal.
Yeah.
Then you try to go interstate way. So no matter what, whichever you go, all avenues into Seward.
Is that tough to get in?
It's just nuts.
Well, it's Nebraska. As we learned in the game show, it's Nebraska's 4th of July city.
Yeah.
And so basically, there's just tons of events throughout the day.
Okay.
There's a craft show in the heart of the town. There's a pole vaulting competition. There's cornhole. There's breweries.
Chinese food.
There are, I don't know.
Let's back up a second.
There's a pole vaulting competition.
There is a pole vaulting
pole vaulting
competition
on the bricks.
What could possibly go wrong with that?
Yes,
It hasn't gone. It hasn't gone wrong in the,
I
in the
mean, that
20
is not
years
right
that
away.
I've
I'm like,
been
this
there.
does not sound. I hope it's by those that are trained to pole vault.
It is.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
It is.
Hope
It
it's
is.
not. This is also. Well, Simple's going to give it a shot here. let's give
We'll
him. Let's give him a hand.
Just take it. Take it a
Let's
running.
give Sip
yeah.
a hand. Let's give him
We're
a
taking
shot.
fans out of the crowd.
Yeah, that's what was my concern.
So okay, so here's the entire schedule. You guys see on my computer the entire schedule of events.
Let's just read that. We got to kill some time.
We're not going to read that. We're not going to read
That
that.
is a
Why it's
major.
hard to get in and out of town.
But that is why it's hard to get out of there.
Okay.
Oh,
And so I mean,
In
there's
and out is hard.
in
It's
and
also
out.
kind of a car show.
Yep. There's a
Because-
cool car show.
time is the car
But I
show?
mean, but
That's
Oh,
on the
big-
that's on the
big
north.
parade.
That's on the
But it's
northwest end of
basically
town.
everything's a car show there.
I'll
I mean,
be at the
peop-
Fast
people
Mart, Big
drive
Bird.
the-
Fast Mart.
Will you be selling tickets?
Yep, I'll be there.
Hold
Big-
on. Let's
the big
do.
yellow
Let's back
trailer.
up. Let's
Yeah.
back up.
One at a time.
Yeah,
Sorry,
let's back up.
I was.
We got excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back up.
That's why I didn't hear James's name earlier. is 'cause
We're all
we had
talking.
You
multiple
said,
people
you said
talking.
the music was too loud, but I was like, who controls the music?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Raph, where are you going to be?
I'll be at the Fast Mart in Seward,
Fast Mart, and that's located.
right across the street from Jack Russell's insurance company.
If someone if someone comes to you and says 93.7 the ticket, do they get discount lottery tickets?
We'll figure something.
Win
out.
the lottery.
Do they win the lottery?
yes. I do not know the numbers. I do not know. They have not entrusted me with that.
Probably
That's
Try
a
for the
number.
best.
Do you run the ping pong machine?
Sometimes
They can hold you for ransom.
You know, back in like the so the lottery's 30 years old this year. but
30.
Back when it first started, they used to draw the numbers at Pershing Auditorium.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be exciting.
Used
I'd
to
love
be
be a
on
part of that.
television at night, and
Oh, I remember being on TV forever. Like,
Yeah.
it was like with like
That's
10:30,
right.
like right
Yeah.
after the news, right?
Yep.
They go to a live little
That's right.
feed
Yep.
with the
We
live
should go
lottery.
back to that.
That
Bring it
would be
back.
great.
and I want Wheel of Fortune when Ryan Seacrest takes over Wheel of Fortune.
Mhm.
I want him to go back to the original Wheel of Fortune. Do you remember the original when they would get the puzzle right? And then they'd bring like a room up and like, oh, I want to buy that for $500 and that for $300.
I don't remember that.
I don't.
The original Wheel of Fortune.
What? So what years approximately?
Ooh, that'd been like early 80s, probably 81, 82.
I agree with
original
that. I'd
Wheel.
like to bring that back.
There's a lot of things we would like.
So
to
they would
bring
like
back.
bring up like the room of all the great, like this is the camping room, and then you'd have
Yeah.
your money that you won for the puzzle, and then you'd purchase everything.
Come on.
Yeah.
Old school.
How do I not remember who was running the show at that point?
It was still Pat Sajak
Was it
and
Pat-
Vanna White. Yep.
Okay.
Anytime they had any of the shows where the prize would come out, and about once every 4 days, a new car, and the place would just go crazy.
Yeah.
The place would
It
just
got
go
you
nuts.
going.
Got
It
you
got you
going.
going.
Yeah, it got you.
You look
going.
at the car and think, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I might take that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Big Bird says, where in Seward will you guys be posted up?
We'll
Say
be,
it again.
we'll be at the Fast Mart.
That's right.
Right
That's
across
right.
the street from Jack Russell's insurance place. I don't know if I can
We don't
divulge
know where
that
that
name
is.
on the air.
Yeah.
We don't know where.
I
that
think
is.
so. When you come in on 30, you come in on 34.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take a right.
Kind of go around, and then like you make your
Around
way.
the square.
Yep, around the square. You make your way. Say you're going to Columbus or somewhere like that.
I think I do know where
So
you're
you're by
talking
Dairy
about.
Queen, then you're going
Yes,
towards
yes.
Dairy Queen.
Yep, and we're right
Yeah.
we're on the left. That new gas station.
Oh,
they
that's a
tore
nice
down
one.
a-
I've
yep.
been there.
Oh yeah.
They
That's
tore it
super.
down and rebuilt it a few years back.
Oh,
I know. I'll be about a block away.
You're gonna like.
Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be posted up at 9 a.m. at the water fight.
Are you working?
Are you working? the
No,
water
no, no.
fight?
I'm not. I am not working the water fight. I'm going to be a spectator. Volunteer fire departments from small towns come and they have a water fight with their hose and they
Is it the-
try to
is it-
shoot a barrel.
The moving barrel.
The moving barrel on the line.
Accuracy is
And
important.
Sounds ridiculously fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
it starts
it
at 9
does.
a.m. I'm looking at it right now. Starts at 9 a.m.
This
Water
sounds like
fight,
too much fun.
Jackson Street between 3rd and 4th.
This sounds like
What time
classic
do you have to-
Americana.
Yes, was America.
I'll probably roll into my aunt's and uncle's house about 7:30, 7:45 tomorrow morning.
You got aunt and uncle?
Yeah. Been
In-
there
in
every
Seward.
year. Yep.
In Seward.
I might come over for breakfast.
Yeah.
We won't be there. I'll be at the water fight.
I'll be at the water fight.
Classic Americana in Seward.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's gonna be good when there's sloppy Joe eating contest. There's
Whoa.
bubble gum
is it
blowing
for
eating
speed,
contest.
speed or amount or just same thing? How much in?
I think it's
10
just
minutes?
how much in a certain amount of time.
And do you
And
dip
so-
them in water like they do the hot dogs?
I do not participate.
I am.
I could never.
What's the show? Is it Stand by Me, the Barfarama.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
The
It's just when
Barfarama.
put the castor oil.
No,
in the-
they all start throwing up. They see one, that's
Yeah.
me. I cannot watch an eating contest. I'm just like, I'm gonna throw up.
Well, that's the thing is when you see on the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, they like dunk them in water
Yeah.
or lemonade, and they just slide them on down.
Mm.
It's horrible.
Oh, and lemonade.
I just can't
And
think.
lemonade.
Just
The
switches
next
it up
day
a
is
little
a
bit.
good day.
Variety.
That's a
After
good idea.
60 some hot dogs in you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't imagine that the health people or doctors like, I think this is a good idea.
I don't know. That's an interesting question, and I have pondered it a lot. It
Well,
must not
they just
be terrible
they,
for you.
they puke it all up like later that day.
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
They purposely
What?
throw it all up.
Okay, I'm getting there. It's happening. It's happening.
You getting it in your chest? I've told that story to Bill about my mom when I ate a green sandwich.
Yeah.
You can get vomit-inducing
Yes.
medicine, vomit-inducing medicine that tastes like black licorice.
Well, if you want to watch the Nathan's hot dog eating contest,
Nathan's.
Nathan's Joey Chestnut has not lost since 2015.
God, that is
He is, in short, the foremost Frankfurter eater ever.
that's Babe Ruthian,
Yes.
Yeah.
and he's just a little guy, right?
Yeah.
Isn't Joey
Since-
Chestnut?
So just get this. Since 2005, Chestnut, 2005 was his first hot dog eating contest. He has eaten 1,152 hot dogs just in this event.
Do you think he enjoys one like on the off day?
Let's grill up a hot dog.
Yeah, get grill a couple hot dogs.
Hey, honey,
Yeah.
I just want one.
Just one.
I just want one. Is he
Um,
also a country singer, Joey Chestnut?
No.
There's the chestnut.
Mark Chestnut.
Mark Chestnut. Okay.
Kenny Chestnut.
Get this. Despite not participating in every event since 2005, Chestnut's total of 1,152 dogs means he has eaten 682 and a half more hot dogs than any other eater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
He has eaten 648
Nathan's hot dog.
feet of hot dog.
So he's walking through Super Savers. He just tells, "Well, hey, throw some hot dogs in there."
I wonder if he gets free Nathan's hot dogs.
I would think so. I would imagine
So
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each Nathan's hot
how
dogs.
would that work, though?
How about this? Each Nathan's hot dog, this is my last one. We don't have to worry about it. Hot dog in the competition weighs 56 grams.
Okay.
That means Chestnut has eaten 142 pounds of hot dogs during his 15
Yeah.
performances.
That's a
And
lot.
you had like 2 pounds of hot dogs.
I had 2 pounds yesterday.
on the ninth hole.
It would have been 10th hole.
Yeah.
At
on
the
the
turn.
At the turn.
Did
at
you make
Highlands
the
Golf
turn?
Course.
Mustard.
Or did
on
you
it?
just call it
A
a
little
day?
bit of mayonnaise.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something right now. If I ate 3 Polish dogs, I would call it a day, and then
Yeah.
call it a day. That'd be it.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine either.
Oh, that's it, Nick. I'm
Here-
done.
Here's a little trivia. What is the name of the belt that they win if they win the Nathan's hot dog eating contest?
Okay, hold on. Let's think about
Wiener
this.
belt.
It's good.
That's a really good guess.
really good guess.
And it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Wiener belt.
The wiener belt.
I don't have. I can't top
Not
that.
Peter belt.
It's the mustard belt.
Okay.
The mustard belt.
Okay.
Yep. So
They
okay.
don't put mustard on them though.
I'm sure they could.
But the lemonade. That okay? You taught me something today. So part of the dunking is lemonade.
Sometimes they dunk them in lemonade. Yeah.
Okay, that
I
makes
just
sense.
can't imagine you had 3 Polish dogs at the turn.
It's not that I finished them all on the 10th hole.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
But you
spread them out.
finished
I
them,
finished
though.
them by the 12th.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
A Polish dog a hole.
I thought you
Yeah.
whipped them down at the turn.
No, a Polish dog a hole. I would take a bite, leave it on the seat, go hit my tee shot, then take it back, pick it back up, get in the cart. My buddy was driving, so I could eat while I
It's a
ride.
tough life, isn't it?
Tough life, yeah.
Hey, it's all right. It happens. You know. Oh well. All right.
All right, Nick, you
Well,
did
guys,
fabulous.
James, I don't want to hear it.
James, thanks for calling in.
I don't want to hear it.
Thank you to Jake for calling in.
No. We're done. We're done. This will be the last time you hear from me on early break. Good show. Good show. Nebraska's offensive line. Let's see. Hit quick hitters. 63rd, but that's on page 68. That's about it. That's about it. Yeah. All right, Raph, you and I are coming up next. No AD today. Stick around the drive with myself and Raph coming up next on the ticket.
That's the last time.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round and a strong team culture.